All right, so we should be good to go. Yeah, YouTube's different. Yeah, it's a totally different beast, a different animal. I definitely want to be able to go on both. I don't know what caused the problem there. I don't think YouTube caused that crash, though. I'm going to have to, like, investigate that just to make sure. But YouTube should be back up and running now, so we should be okay. All right, let me hop out of both of these. And then we'll be good. All right, sorry, guys. My bad. All right, so let's see where we're at. Now, it did crash this as well, but we only lost a couple of seconds. Basically, we're doing pretty good. We're at the stage right now where things are pretty well under control, but we do have a K coming in, and we need to regroup our ships. So let me do this really fast. Let's have our destroyer go here. Let's have an Odysseus go here. And then the Ray is gonna go right there. And then the Stork is gonna go right here. So right now I have all of the small ships, and we have, let me see how many Barracudas we got left, because we lost a bunch. We've got 22 left, so we lost 18 of the Barracudas. The Threshers did really well. Like, we've lost one Thresher. That's pretty amazing. Like, I can't complain about that. So that's pretty good. The Ray, let's look at our flagship. Still doing good. We did almost lose another Odysseus. And then in the course of all that, we got another 30 million back in our economy, so we're doing pretty good. So we did lose. We lost 3 destroyers in that little scuffle, but we fought an eye, and we fought off, like, I don't remember how many, whether it was like 3 or 4 Ks. So that was actually pretty good. All right, so YouTube guy, you guys are coming back online, so welcome back. Sorry about the issues there. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is unpause this, and I am gonna take control of this ship.
Steering mode activated.
Yeah, we're gonna get this guy turned around. I'm not at all worried about any of these small ships. What I'm trying to do, essentially, is we're gonna do a little bit of a retreat. We need to regroup and back up, because we're too spread out and the station is too close. There we go. And what we're doing is right now what I'm doing is I'm using the Ray as a tank. So he's gonna tank
Travel mode is not possible.
his way out of all of this combat. Okay, so now he's gotten himself turned around. He's still in the mix of it, though. We're not super worried about it, although this H is gonna be a bit of a problem. So what we're gonna do is send the Barracudas back in. To go after this H.
Danger.
Taking shield damage.
Yeah, we'll be okay though.
Danger. Hazardous region detected. Travel mode activated.
Alright, so that pulls him out.
Awaiting orders.
And then we're gonna end the travel mode and we're gonna turn around and I'm gonna start firing at this H.
This boron will not take that swimming horizontally. Confirmed.
I don't know why he...
Danger.
Like, the option wasn't to resist, so I'm not sure who that was. There we go.
Orders.
Danger.
Someone look at us.
Yeah, we're way too close to him.
Danger. mode is not possible. Travel mode activated.
Awaiting orders.
All right, so we're getting out. He's getting out of here. And all of you are gonna head back to the gate.
We're taking hits.
That's okay. And then where are my last two destroyers? All right, you guys are gonna head back to the gate as well.
Awaiting orders. Travel mode deactivated.
Okay, so he needs to turn around. And he's gonna head back to the gate.
Awaiting orders.
I think we're at a point where we're gonna get overwhelmed. So we've got to get as much out of here as we can.
Detected.
And we're gonna make a stand at the gate. And if they get flooded,
Travel mode activated.
we'll have to fall back through the gate.
We're taking hits.
Yeah, Hyperion needs to go. You need to get out of there. We might lose a Hyperion.
Last order could not be completed.
No, he might be okay. He's gonna get out of there. Okay, these are all drones.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, so let's head back to the gate. Salvage as much as we can.
Danger.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, everybody's heading back towards me. Fly and wait.
Awaiting orders.
Fly and wait. And then you are heading back, flying and waiting.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, so let's end the travel mode. Everybody's retreating at this point, and then let's turn around,
Awaiting
see if we can
orders.
mount a defense at the gate. I feel like, well, I definitely didn't do perfect and all that, but we did okay.
Awaiting orders.
But we did lose a lot of stuff, and we kind of got overwhelmed.
Awaiting orders. Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Okay, so we are making our way back, and we'll get our supply ship back there as well. It'll take him a minute to get configured.
Awaiting orders.
And then we're gonna turn around and we've gotta go after, it's this K that we've gotta get.
Awaiting orders.
There we go. So everybody's gonna attack this K.
Travel mode activated.
What they're doing is we're getting swarmed and kind of overwhelmed a bit. And so we have to pull back.
Travel mode deactivated.
Yeah, see, he's heading straight for me.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Okay, what I actually want to do now is jump out of the pilot seat. Let's get into the rodent.
Fast travel.
Yes, pull the rodent up.
Fast traveled.
We gotta wait for him to...
Can I help?
Yep, go ahead and fight the K. Alright, and then the stork is making his way out. Okay, so we're actually in pretty good shape here. And I would think that this K is gonna go down pretty damn fast. Now the stork needs to fly and wait. The stork needs to attack this guy.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Alright, so right now there's not anything that's going to be threatening that Stork. Okay, here we go. It's back. Yes, we are back. That moment right there was a great demonstration of what the arc turrets are doing. Figures, wanted to ask a question but forgot what it was. Oh, sorry, Lurch. If you remember, just let me know. I know I haven't said much in a little bit. I've been kind of concentrating on all of this. Okay, so right now we've got 3 Ks that are over here. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get to these guys. I think there were a couple more Ks down here as well. So right now, I don't think our fleet is going to be able to handle these guys. So what we need to do is kind of get rested up a little bit. Yeah, so the Stork is going to fly and wait. He's going to head over here.
Danger.
And we're going to get into position.
Detected.
And these guys need to retreat. They need to get out of here. The PE, that's not a big deal. They can probably handle a PE. But I'd rather the fleet handle a lot of this. And I do want these guys to kind of trickle in and take out a lot of this before any of these Ks get here. Although with 3 Ks and with what we have left, we might be able to need to retreat back through the gate. And then head over to probably right in this vicinity so that we've got the defense station. And then we're gonna need to resupply. It was a good attempt, but we got pretty well swarmed there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get back through the gate before these. Actually, you know what? Let's wait and see what these Ks do. Because if these Ks don't make their way over, then we don't care. I'm kind of thinking out loud at this point. Good to see the stream regardless. I'll keep you live in the background. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, like I said, if you remember what you were trying to think of, just let me know. Alright, so all of these guys, basically the whole group needs to attack people in range. Alright, so we need the rodent to get called up to the dock so we can actually get into it. And then let's look at our fleet and see where we're at. Alright, so Barracuda-wise, let's see. We have 20 Barracudas, so we lost half the Barracudas and half of our destroyers. And we did lose the Sin and the H. We destroyed a lot, but we did lose a bunch of ships. Now, I don't think the Threshers, we only lost 1 Thresher, because we had 10 Threshers, if I remember right. So that was actually pretty good. They actually performed really, really well. So let's see where these guys are at. These Ks, they're kind of just patrolling around the station right now. Alright, so that was a good little jaunt into Xenon space for the moment. Let's get our fleet pulled back. We're gonna go probably right about, like I said, somewhere near this defense station.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Yeah, there we go. So that's everybody. And they should turn around and fly back and be able to regroup there. Okay. So.
Fast traveled. Fast traveled.
Oh my god. Alright, so let's do this. Where is my rodent? Did it kill off the rodent? Oh no, it didn't. It's right here. Okay.
Array entering system. Take fast choice.
Now, the last I knew,
Jump gate. Silent.
the
witness.
rodent... Oh, that's why, because I told everybody to retreat, and so he retreated.
Travel mode activated.
Alright, so let's head in, and we're gonna scout around a little bit to see what we're looking at here.
Travel mode deactivated. Entering
Let's
system.
do,
Progress cascade.
let's enable the cover.
Exposed.
Oh, exposed. All right.
Travel mode activated.
Let's go a little further out. We're not going to be able to do any rescuing, but that's okay. Alright, here in just a second, it'll give me the option for cover again.
Travel mode deactivated. Cover available. Cover activated. Yaki. Travel mode activated.
Alright, so we've got 1K, 2Ks, 3Ks that are over there kind of hanging out at the station. I can't fight the Ks and the station at the same time.
Danger. Hazardous region.
We're gonna need to rebuild a couple of things. I think we're gonna want probably 3 more destroyers. Just to cover up, to recoup our losses on destroyers. And we'll probably do some more fighters. And we might do some bomber-style fighters. What I'm coming over here to find out is I want to see... There was a whole bunch of Ks that were over in this vicinity, like a ton of ships. And it might be... Yep, see there's... Alright, so there's one of them there. Alright, so we have 4 Ks in sector. And a whole bunch of fighters.
Waiting orders.
Travel mode activated.
Alright, so let's go north. And then we're gonna do a quick lap here and head towards this station
Hazardous region.
just to inventory everything that's here. We did a lot of damage, but I think between the flood of the response fleet and the station guns themselves, we lost a little bit too much. So I think it was just, we just didn't quite have enough to be able to handle all of that at the same time. Seems that the the Xenon are very busy making ships, especially the Ks. There's a lot of them. They had a lot of ships here. Like I said, we lost some stuff, but that's part of it. Oh, hang on.
Travel mode deactivated.
What are you? So that's 5. So there's 5 Ks in the system
Travel mode activated.
that we've seen so far. Oh, there's a 6th one right there.
Hazardous region detected.
Yep, so 6th K. Let's head over towards these gates over here. There's 2 gates over here and a defense station. Let's see what's around there. But so far, 6 Ks. And... ZYA, okay. Yeah, so not much going on there. So they haven't gone through the gates or anything yet. They're just hanging out in system. So we're gonna need to, we rebuild a little bit. We're gonna get some more destroyers in. And I think we need to go destroyer heavy because we've got to get rid of, we need something that's gonna wipe out all those Ks. It's either destroyer heavy, well let's do 2 things. Let's go with Sir Linda. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream.
Hazardous region detected.
Kobold, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think what we can do is, number 1, we're gonna get ourselves a bunch of destroyers, because that's what we're gonna need to handle these Ks. And we'll get a new squadron. We'll do about maybe 20 more fighters, but at this time, what we're gonna do is, this time instead of making interceptors, stuff that's gonna handle swarms of fighters, we're gonna make some bombers, essentially. We just want heavy guns and swarms. That way I can send like a mob of like 30 bombers at a K and try to wipe it out really fast. Just slow and just hit like super hard. All right, let's get rid of our cover so that we don't get swarmed, because I think a bunch of people just went through the gate,
Danger.
including a K. I just saw a K go through that gate. So we gotta see what we're dealing with on the other side here. Yep, there it is.
Travel mode deactivated.
Okay, so instead of micromanaging this guy, like I'm not gonna have him
Ray.
dock on the Ray. I'm gonna have the rodent. I'm gonna have him dock at a station over here. Cause that's too much to manage. Like I gotta have to worry about him doing his thing. And then we've got a K that just flew through here. And let's see where he's at. Oh yeah, he's right up our butt. Okay, cool. Alright, so then let's everybody attack the K.
I cannot allow you to continue to exist.
Yeah, he should melt pretty quickly. I don't think we're gonna lose much in the struggle either. System defenders are nowhere to be found. All right, so that means we've got, once he's taken out, we're gonna have, there's gonna be 5 Ks in that system. I just want to make sure they're, yeah. I'll say this, the Ray did really, really well. So it really wouldn't, they're expensive, but we wouldn't be stupid for getting a whole bunch of Rays. Hi, buddy.
Your combat skills do not compare with mine. Awaiting orders.
Gotta make up your mind, dude. Okay, so the K is gone. So that easily handled one of them. Okay, while I'm thinking here, let's order up a few more ships. We're gonna get ourselves a second Ray. Like, what is that gonna actually cost us? We went with a mid-Ray. That's really nice. We're gonna have to feed the Boron a bunch of stuff in order to actually be able to make it. But I mean, that's pretty incredible. Let me check the other shipyard. Because if that one doesn't need thousands of field coils, then we'll be okay. Yeah, that one's 26, so he needs shield components, and I'll say this, I don't mind. The Rays did such a good job that I actually don't mind getting 2 more of these guys. Because by the time they're finished, we'll have enough cash to be able to get some more Odysseus. Because that was the biggest problem. We need beefy stuff that has long range and that's gonna hit super hard. Like these guns, yeah, effective range at 11 kilometers. Okay. Yep, so let's do that. So we're gonna add to the cart, confirm the order. And then for here, let's see here, we needed shield components for sure. And then we're gonna build one at this shipyard as well. Oh my god, you're killing me. Then we'll go medium Ray, and then he's gonna need a whole bunch of field coils. Like he can't make up his mind. Yeah, they're gonna need like 4,000 field coils. Okay, so add to the shopping list, and then confirm. So then let's go with field coils. So we're gonna need to kind of get our logistics up and running in order to give them the shield components and field coils that they actually need. And I feel bad for these guys, but there's no way we're gonna be able to go in there and get him, or get any of them. Okay, so we should have, yeah, here we go. Okay, you've got to stop. I'm gonna make you get down. Yeah, there's not enough in that system, so we're gonna leave that system alone and we'll head out elsewhere. It's gonna take him time to get all the way over there.
Sir?
Oh, the field coils he got. Oh, okay, so that's like, I don't need field coils necessarily. I need shield components. Which is, I think, what I just gave him, right? No, he's gonna do field coils. Okay, so let's cancel this out. We need to get him some shield components. Here, you gotta stop. Okay, let's see here. I'm getting distracted by him. You need to come over here. Yeah, we needed shield components. So where in the galaxy has a ton of shield components? Because he needs like thousands. There we go. That's a good spot for shield components. So confirm that. And then it should be this station that needs them. Alright, so we'll give him a couple thousand shield coils. Or shield components. And then we'll find another stockpile of them if we're able to. So buy from them, and then... What we really should be doing is building a station, providing all these things as we find it. But we're gonna get ourselves a couple of arrays first. Yeah, it's gonna take time for them to get back up there. And then trade with this guy, and give you a couple thousand there. And then from there, the stations themselves should be able to resupply themselves. Let's see here. Lethadind, sorry, Lethadind. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. And then, man, looks a lot better. Plus, you seem much faster. Oh, you're killing me. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see here. Plus, you seem much faster. You mean faster at navigating the menus and stuff? Yeah, I'm getting better. When I set up a trade between two owned stations, goods from point A to point B with the repeat command, it goes into a never-ending loop, even though the supplies are there. Is this a bug? That's hard to answer, Lurch. A trade between two owned stations, A and B. Like, if it's saying that there's no trade goods, I mean, it could be an inventory thing. I mean, if there's not enough space, you know what I mean, to store the good in there, then it won't be able to do it, because it's gonna try to a repeat order will just do it infinitely. So if it's going somewhere to buy, technically buy from you, but still it's buying, and then it's technically selling to the other station. If it can't do one of the orders, it goes to the next order. So like one of them it's not able to do. It's either the buying or the selling half of it can't do. So it'll try to move on to the other half, which of course it didn't buy anything, so it can't sell anything. So then it tries again. So that's where the loop comes in. One part of that loop it's unable to do. You just need to figure out which part of the loop, like which command in those repeat orders it's not able to accomplish, and that's what you have to fix. That would be my guess. I mean, a bug, if you ran into some kind of a bug, it's possible. It'd be hard for me to say there. No real rules for this playthrough. Like, this one is basically a post 9.0. We're about 14 episodes in right now. And we're just trying to look at everything. We're trying to like get everything upgraded, look at all the ships, all the guns, because everything was rebalanced. So we're not putting a ton of restrictions. We are trying to figure out who our enemies are though. And I think what we're gonna end up doing is we're not gonna fight the Terrans in this one, I don't think. I thought about it, but it was like, no, I kind of want to experiment with their ships, especially with the rebalance. But what we can do is we can fight the Zyarth and we can fight the Xenon, of course. So I think those would be the two enemies. But beyond that, I'm not really restricting anything because we want to like really explore and look everything over. Let's see here. Honestly, placing large ship orders in a decent way is a decent way to know what stations to build. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can get up there and or a large ship or do a large number of ships. Like we're going to build like 20 fighters here in a second and that'll tell us something too. Although the Argon seem pretty good. I'll check if the goods aren't reserved. I'll take another look, thanks. Yeah, no worries, Lurch, no worries. Okay, so let's do this. We also need a whole bunch of fighters, but we need to get some cash in first. Let's head back to this system here. And I just want to look at everybody and make sure everybody's getting repaired, which they are. Because we still have our Stork, right? Yep, the Stork survived. And he's back up to about 76% hull, so he's doing pretty good. The Odysseus, all right, they're both getting repaired or they're already repaired. The Ray is doing great. He's back up to 100%. So, like I said, we lost a bunch of stuff, but we did pretty good. And like I said, there's a few of the named ships that we lost in that battle, but I mean, I'm gonna be blunt, like the Xenon are actually dangerous, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you don't want to lose the named ships, then I shouldn't have put them in battle, so I don't feel bad. And if you're not going to put them into battle, then what's the point of having them? Let's see here. EMAG guns are insane. And you can buy them from Cigaris without the license. Could also be the wrong dock. L Trader, no L dock. Yeah. Yeah, RS, that's true. Like, for the problem that, that Lurch was having, yeah. Something about the order he can't do. And it's going to be one of the orders he can't complete, so he just keeps cycling through the list, basically. It also shows you what stations to target if you want to hurt the faction. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, to just completely stagnate their economy. Speaking of which, let's go look at our finances at this point. Account management, let's accept everything and see what that... We can always cancel. Yeah, see, we had another 30 million sitting there. Okay, good. Yeah, so we're doing really good, economy-wise. Now, what we want is a whole bunch of bombers. So let's take a look here. We want small size. We're probably gonna want maybe the Novas. Do any of the Argon fighters have 2 shield spots? Nope, just 1. The Eclipse does. Okay. So the Eclipse has 2 shields. We want that because we need to be able to survive turrets long enough for them to do their bombing runs. Let's go medium precept just to get everything set there. We're gonna do combat engines because they're gonna want to... Yeah, we're not really worried about travel speed. But we do want them to have like a decent boost. Yeah, so we'll do combat engines. I don't need anything super expensive here. We will give them Mark III shields though. That way we've got bombers that are at like 4,000. And then the question's gonna be the guns. For the guns, what do we want? We don't need fast-moving guns. We need hard-hitting guns. So those hit pretty hard for the shards. The pulse, obviously no. The plasmas, that's nice. I kind of like that as an alpha. Yeah, I think we're good there. Because otherwise these are ions and stuff. We're not worried about ions. We just need to hit this thing like super hard. That might be the reason, thinking about it, if the trade station doesn't have room for the inventory. Yep, that can do it. Okay, so we're gonna do, these guys are gonna be, yeah, torpedo launchers and plasmas, Mark II plasmas. And these are gonna be our bombers. These are gonna be the things that get in there and just hit as hard as they can. Light torpedoes, take 10 of them. We'll do 3 crew. They're gonna be kamikazes, you know what I mean, but we appreciate their dedication. Yeah, see, advanced electronics. Now, we're actually making these. So we saw this last stream where I noticed that tons of these stations needed advanced electronics, so we built stations for that. But I like that. I like that loadout. Let's do we'll just do this as a bomber preset. EMAG guns now deal 50-50 damage to shields and hull. They're insanely good against capital ships even without disabling the shields. Oh, you're talking about, but not EMAG guns. That's gonna be, yeah, you're talking about Terran. Okay, yeah. All right, let me get this order in so that I can then look at my guys, because we've got a bunch of combat music coming in. And, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna buy 18 of these. And we need a ton of advanced electronics. All right, so let's get the logistics going on advanced electronics. And then we'll give, yeah, we have ships doing the field coils or shield components for these guys. All right, so let's go back to, so he's in the void, and then we need advanced electronics, or at least the station does. So who's selling a lot of advanced electronics? There we go. That'll basically fill up his inventory, and it'll spend almost all the money I have. But he's gonna need like almost 5,000. All right, so we're gonna have to wait. We gotta get some more money in really quick. Let's see where our research is. Okay, so he did the basic engines. For some reason, he said he was a little short. Okay, yeah, so habitation mode. Okay, so... Alright, so in a second... Actually, let's do that now. Taladianium. I need 500 of that. So that needs to go to our headquarters. Let's get rid of these. Oops, T-E-L, Taladianium, yeah. And then let's use his own... people here. Yeah, these are all traders. None of them are doing anything because he can't find the... And how much did he need? He needed 500 of it. We'll give you 512.
You were expecting to beat me easily, but you...
Yes, that's all gonna go here. And confirm. So once he gets that, then he'll be able to complete the research, which is good. Alright, so then otherwise, we're waiting on our logistics chips to get to those stations so they can build them. Now we're gonna build up a little more wealth as we're going, but these guys keep like trickling in and we keep taking them out, which is fine. Yeah, so nothing happening here. And again, I believe we killed one of them, so unless they've built more, there should be 5 Ks that are sitting here in this system right now. And I think what our goal is going to be is we're going to get these ships built. We're going to get 2 more rays, and then by the time the rays are actually finished and our bombers are finished, we should actually have money back to where we can build a few more support destroyers. So we could probably build maybe 3 or 4 more Odysseus. Probably just do the Vanguard since they're a little cheaper. And then between 3 rays and say like 4 of these guys, that should be enough to take out the Ks. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fly back in, and we won't mess with the stations this time. We're gonna fly back into the sector and we're gonna tease, you know what I mean? Like we're gonna head around and try to get these guys to commit to us. Like maybe we put the fleet like in this area right here. That way, as ships fly in and start to go after us, nobody's going to be diving under the stations. We can just start taking out all these, all those Ks. Once all the Ks are gone, then the stations are dead. I think we destroyed like an I and like, I think 4 Ks, if I'm not mistaken. So, should be good. Let's see here. I'm building more large storages than ships at the moment, right? EMAG guns on 250. Catching up on the stream. I'm still in the past. Yeah, no, Xeno, no worries, dude. No worries. We did, last stream we did, basically it was an economy stream. Why did I... Why is this attacking? Okay, I kind of feel like what is this? This is an Antigone space fuel factory that my entire fleet is attacking now for some reason. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be lying if I said that this aggro stuff wasn't completely out of hand. We're gonna mod this. Like, for no reason whatsoever, we're now red to Antigone. Probably one of our guns shot at a Xenon and it accidentally shot the ship or the station, and so now they're attacking us. And we've got to take a look to see if we have any standing whatsoever left with Antigone of all the factions. Like, it's like, this isn't like a feature. Like, I'm sorry, like this is broken. Like, this is a flaw. Like, I would even classify this as a bug. I mean, the game shouldn't operate that way. But anyway, I'm not gonna go on I think we did this a few episodes ago, and I'm not gonna get on a rant about it. I don't think I lost any ships.
Sir?
I've got both Odysseus. Yep, the Stork is fine. The Barracudas are good. I still have all the Threshers. So yeah, so we should be okay. All right, so what are you guys? Okay, you guys need to stop this, whatever this is. Come to here. It's this guy right here that was attacking. But we're just gonna have to pull completely away, and then I'm gonna look at my standing with Antigone. We might have to like we might have to redo all of our standings with Antigone at some point. Unless it's a temporary thing, unless they just gave us a temporary hit, and then we might be okay. But like, let's go over here. Like, if I go to here, well, here, hang on. Let me make sure these guys are out of here first.
Awaiting orders.
But yeah, this feature is busted. Like, this is just broken. Okay, so they are all out of there. That's the Odachi. We'll leave him alone. He's just collecting stuff. He's been collecting stuff for like 80 hours. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that must be what happened. Basically, the Xenon were attacking the station. Our guys went to defend the station. They must have missed and hit the station. And then, so basically the entire Antigone race throughout the universe declared war on us. All right, let's look at Antigone and see where we're at. But it was temporary, so we're still at 20 plus 23 with them. So that's the good thing. So at least it didn't do like a permanent hit, but we could have lost quite a bit. Yeah, see, now he's got to retreat. I don't even think he got hit by Xenon. I think he got hit by the Antigone. Okay, so let's pull everybody out of here. You guys are all gonna come out to here. Fly and wait. Let's get the whole fleet out of here. Make sure that's everybody. Yeah, the Stork. Yeah, these guys will go with the Stork, so that's totally okay. Okay, so they're good to go. All right, so it was a temporary hit by on Antigone, which, so it's not any real tragedy, and I don't think we lost any ships there. But yeah, guys, that's just busted. Like, I'm sorry. There's no way that should work that way. Okay, give me just a second. I gotta use the bathroom really, really quick. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. We do need to wait just a minute for all this stuff to get delivered anyway, so I'll be right back.
Sir?
Awaiting orders.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Gotta love those misses. They tend to get into trouble more often than not. They should be a check, yes. If there's an enemy ships near the affected station before it goes hostile. Yeah, like it should be sustained damage, not like say I'm in a fighter and I'm flying around and I shoot and it hits it. That should be nothing. Like it should be like, if I hit something, if I've, in a period of time, like let's say, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Like let's say you got a station that has 100,000 hit points of shield. If I do over a period of time a certain percentage of that damage, then I should be able to, then I should take the hit. You know what I mean? Like either multiple hits or sustained damage over a period of time, they would then go hostile. I think would be how I would do it. I don't know what percentages you would do there, but there should be some leeway. Like they've got to understand, I mean, we're talking real life obviously, but they would probably understand that if there's a battle happening outside the station, that some strays are going to hit the shields of the station. Like every station would understand that, but anyway. Yeah, something's got to be done. Maybe like sustain damage over a period of time, then it will go hostile because we'll anticipate it as an attack, as opposed to just what happens during battle. Yep, I even had a trader get hit by a stray and drop an alert drone. Yeah, turrets and drones are the worst. Turrets are what will always get me in trouble, and I think it was the drones that got me in trouble against the Xenon just a moment ago, but that's a different story. But yeah, turrets and drones are the biggest offenders. Near station, then it went red. I almost too, like when we're thinking about this, Funk, I almost there's a lot of times where I'm thinking like I'm almost tempted to not have defense drones at all. You know what I mean? Just have repair drones and nothing else on all these ships. Let's see here. A friendly fire override option would be nice. Allow if neutral and block if friendly. Yep. It could also be use the comm system. Like no matter what, say like one of my ships accidentally hits, I get a comm message like a message on the comm, and then I can just respond it was an accident or something. And then if the same station has to send multiple comms over a certain period of time, they'll then stop sending me comms and it'll go hostile. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of times where, you know, air traffic control can be like, hey, get your shit together. And if I don't get my shit together 3 or 4 times, then it's like, okay, I guess you're hostile. Something like that, right? Make friendlies tower at losing 50% hull before going. 50% hull would be a lot. No, Goris, I know Gorinus, I know what you're talking about there. But yes, having a threshold. I would say though, losing half their hull though, that would be a lot. Or shield damage. They have to have a chance of a surprise attack. If I get hit by an NPC pilot, they usually apologize to you. Yeah, you do see they pop up in comms. I know there's mods for that too. I'm gonna look at the mods. We might just, I'm not gonna do that right now, but I might later tonight when I'm all done streaming and stuff, I'm gonna look at that mod and see what it does. And I think we're probably just gonna install that because we can't keep doing this. When I get hit by an NPC pilot, they usually apologize. Yep. It'd be nice if hostility from stations was tied to diplomacy. The better relations, the longer it would take for the station to turn hostile. Yeah, it could be. You could also have like, you know, every incident has like this little tiny fraction of a hit, but then if there's a bunch of incidences, you start losing, you start to lose standing, and yeah, that should be pretty cool. You'll lose standing unless you send a diplomacy mission. You know what I mean? So you could send a diplomacy mission to then, you know, negotiate forgiveness, you know, for the hit or something like that. But yeah, they could totally tie it into the diplomacy system. Let's see here. It'd be nice if hostility. Let's see. As far as I know, if you aggro, you have to decide between running away for a while or killing them quickly so it's over. Never liked these companies blocking achievements. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like it either. You know, as far as like installing mods and stuff. And they give you that big message. Like, it's kind of funny too. It's almost like a humiliation ritual where there's this big message up at the top of the screen in red letters across the top saying you're using mods. Like they're, you know, it's sort of like a you're a horrible person message up there. So yeah, that's kind of funny. I was talking more about a single module since stations lack shields. Well, yeah, I mean, at least a threshold. You know what I mean? Something of a damage threshold before something like that's going to happen for sure. But anyway, well, we'll just have to know we can't park near stations, near or under stations, basically. So let's see how our ships are doing. They're still waiting on deliveries, so our people have not made those deliveries just yet. Although, let's look at advanced electronics, because I feel like they're just not gonna get advanced electronics delivered to them. And I don't think our stuff is fully up and running yet. Yeah, the Galaxy is desperate for advanced electronics. Yep, there's only hundreds around. Here we go. We got a few spots around that have them. Let's go back to our logistics ships. So he's getting shield components. He's not busy. So he can go here and get those. And then let's see who else has them. Then he can go here, pick up those. Maybe go up here. It's gonna take a while for him to do that. We'll find other stuff to do while he's doing this. Alright, so that should be good enough. Okay, that'll get him started. And then let's look down maybe a little further south. Nope. Nope. Yeah, only like 57. Yeah, we might have to give this some time just for people to get restocked. All right, so you can go in and get 1,000 from him. And you can take it to the other. Oh my god, am I like crazy? Yes, I am. It was the Eclipses that needed the electronics. I sent them to the wrong one. That's okay, I'll fix that in just a second. So trade with him. Give him advanced electronics. Yeah, this was the one that we were going to do. All right, so let's go to his orders. And then you are going to... We're going to cancel... Yeah, this was the Boron Wharf. So you can extend it and see what it was. So cancel that. Yeah, Advanced Electronics. Okay, cool. And then you're going to trade with the wharf again. There we go. That'll get them well on their way, at the very least. And then we'll just have to wait for everything to get resupplied after that. I'm going to take a quick look at my stations. We are getting short on cash because we've got 2 rays and all of those bombers that are getting built right now. But we're doing pretty good. We never did anything. I never did anything with this station over here. I took the plot, but I didn't actually do anything with the station. We don't have enough money to mess with it right now, though, so we're really not worried about it. Everything else looks pretty good. So we're doing silicon. We've got a bunch of ore stations, parts, microchips, Claytronics. We're doing good. This guy should be self-sustaining at this point. Yeah, he's fully built. And, well, except for power cells, but then he can go buy those, so that's totally fine. Yeah, that's obviously not a boron sitting right there, but that's totally fine. Okay, so that's doing good. All right, so the next thing, while we're doing this, we do want to get some exploration done in some of these systems because we need to get the Earl King blueprints. Now, I don't remember where I gotta go in my inventory to see which ones we have. I think we have like 1 or 2 of the blueprints that we've gotten already. But we are gonna have the Sapporo kind of do a lap around these Avarice sectors to actually find them. And we'll have him doing that in the background. Like we'll do fly and wait and then check back with him as we're doing other things. Let me see if he has any... actual, deployables here. I don't think he does. Yeah, I don't think he's got any. So he needs to go to a shipyard or a wharf or shipyard. And then we need to give him... Yeah, so he's almost out of ammo too. He's just about useless right now. Cargo drone, defense drones, repair drones. Here, take a couple of repair drones. And then maybe a couple of cargo drones. Maybe a couple satellites, just in case I need to place any anywhere. And then navigation beacons. These are the big things I want. So when he finds one, we'll put a nav beacon next to it. That way we can just have him... That way he can just go... We can just fly out there. There we go. So he's gonna go get stocked up at the Vigor shipyard. So earning achievements during modded playthrough isn't that odd. I suggest Sapporo for that. Yeah, for the yep, for this, yeah, for sure. Well, what I end up doing is I'll forget about it. On the explore mode is good. The problem is when he flies by it, it'll pop up on the screen, but then it's gonna disappear. You know what I mean? When he flies by it, and I'm not paying a close enough attention to do it. So what I end up doing is I micromanage it a little bit to where I'll send him out. Like I'll have him fly and wait here. And he's got an 80,000, an 80,000 range. So he'll see a big chunk of it. And then if he doesn't spot one, I'll fly and wait over here. And then I'll just keep coming back to him and have him slowly hop around. If I don't stop, check in, and look at him, I'm totally gonna miss it when he flies by one. Then you need to build a sensor station in the sector or use advanced satellites. Yeah, I could do that. I could just deploy advanced satellites through the whole sector. That would work too, but they can be pretty far out. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna try it this way though, and we'll see. Did any of you guys remember offhand where I look in my inventory to see which mods I already have for him? Yeah, because I don't think it's not going to show up anywhere in here. And I don't know if there's a separate section for it. That's the safety deposit box. General wares, trade wares. But they would just be blueprints, right? I don't know if there's a way for me to look offhand and see how many of them I have. I can't remember if there was a way to do that. But anyway, let's decide on what we're gonna do. So we are waiting to get our ships restocked. So we might as well do something productive. 18 billion? Why did you guys die in 18 billion? Oh, we probably had like a Ka attack out there. Okay. I don't think these guys have, let's see, the Magnetar. Can he rescue? What's he got for crew? He can. Okay, perfect. All right, so the Magnetar is going to go out and rescue these people in range here. And he's fine. If the Ka attack him, it doesn't matter. But it looks like they've got a response coming on it anyway. Okay, so we're going to take a look. We got to decide what we want to do while we're waiting. It shouldn't even take that long. As far as missions are concerned... Oh, yeah, this was the, yeah, this is for the shipyard. I'm not gonna worry about that. Probably not gonna worry about that yet. We might come back to do this one really quick. But I'm just looking through all of the mission offers that we've got going on here. Now, what missions do we actually have? No, we're not worried about that one. That one's gonna take a while, so we're probably not gonna do that one right now. These are the Queen's Heralds. That one we've done. Yeah, we gotta deliver a fleet. We're not gonna do that one just yet. This one starts a war between the Terran and the Argon, but we're not gonna worry too much about it just right now. And then for him, yeah, we have to research advanced engine mods, which we're gonna do in a second. We're gonna do that after it's whatever, I forget which one I have him researching right now, but when that one's done, then we'll do these advanced engine mods next. And then this guy, yep, we're not ready to eliminate all the Xenon in the system. That one, we just did a part of that, and you could see what kind of resistance you run into there. Okay, and then this one is something that, yeah, this is us moving the headquarters around, which we're probably not really worried about that right now. And then these are just random ones here, which I might even, just to keep things organized, I may actually get rid of some of these, because we don't actually need any of these right now. Okay, so there's not too much going on there. He's gonna come over. Yeah, he should be able to defend himself against this guy and rescue these guys so they don't die out in space, like all the people in Xenon Sector did. Alright, so then let's see here. Maybe we just do some guild missions for cash. Okay, so now he should be ready to go. And we're gonna head up to, I want you to go here, fly and wait. And he's going to be tough enough, like the Sapporo is tough enough that he doesn't really have to worry about the hazard regions here. He'll automatically retreat though, like they'll actually send him away if the tide is coming in, but if we notice that, we can just override it and have him just go there anyway. But we're going to have him slowly heading around to these sectors. Okay, so let's get back into, let's do this. Let's go to our Hydra.
Hydra.
And we might go around and try to make some money. Like, we're gonna look at what we have for offers. We're gonna look around and see what we have for offers from the Argon to fight against the Xenon. Because you can actually make some decent, some okay money doing that. Also, if that's not going to work, we might go over to either Teladi or Antigone, and we'll do a few of those missions, because those will do several 100,000 a piece there. Let's see here. Then you need to either build sensor. Yeah, that's why you need the sensor range. And when you got it explored, you can search for data vaults. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're doing the data vaults. The ship loadout tab will show installed mods, if that's what you're looking for. No, what I'm looking for is you go around and you can loot the blueprints for the You're looting all the blueprints for the Earl King. But I think I got 1 or 2 of them, but I can't remember on this playthrough. So I was trying to see if there was a spot in the inventory that would tell me where those are. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. So tanky can without any issue tank the tide. Yep, it can definitely handle the tide for sure. Xenofact, yeah. Encyclopedia. Oh, I never even thought to look there. So if I go to encyclopedia. Let's see here. Blueprints, maybe? Equipment. And then it should be, is it labeled under just Earl King? Let's see, missiles, turrets. Maybe I didn't get any in this playthrough, because I'm not seeing any. Yeah, so there's the Astrid engine right there. Okay. So it will label it under the... Okay, well that makes it... If we don't have any of them, that makes it pretty straightforward. Yeah, okay, cool. So we don't have any in there. The Earl King is a battleship. It's one of 2 battleships in the game. We have it. It's gonna be... It's that guy there. But it doesn't have any modifications, so it's just kind of a husk right now. So we need to actually do a bunch of... We need to find a bunch of research, or a bunch of blueprints, is what I'm trying to say. And then when we build our own equipment dock or shipyard, we can use it to actually construct all of the modifications for this thing. And once it has all the modifications, it's unbelievable. So with that thing as a flagship, we'll do really, really well in Xenon sectors for sure. But we're a ways away from that right now. Okay, so let's go to Argon versus Xenon. Now, we're not going to deploy Deliver a Specialist, Drive to repair damaged ships, Improve Allied sector defenses. That might be something we can do. Fleet elimination, hunt for Xenon ships, satellites required, Xenon station scan, Xenon efficiency survey. That one we might be able to do. We would actually use the, yeah, we'd actually use a different ship for that. Heavy construction, we're not gonna do that. Secure resources. Xenon, threatened food supplies, station in need of supplies, construction workers. Okay, so this is gonna be us delivering stuff to them. Let's try this. Let's do the, let's do this. But we're not gonna use this ship. We're gonna use the Rodent for this. Either the Envoy or the Rodent. And then the Hydra actually should... The Hydra should head back to... Oh, it can't dock? Why can't it dock? Dock and wait. We'll have you dock right there.
Aurelia.
Sir?
Yeah, the Rodent should be able to do this easily, and it'll give us a little bit of cash. All we're doing is we're waiting for our ships to get built up, and we're earning some cash is what we're trying to do right now. And these are good ways to do it. Plus, it'll keep us active in that sector so that we can kind of see what's happening there. Oops. Yeah, so gather intel. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna need to do is see, do I have any deployables? I do. I don't have a lot of them though. So we'll see how this goes.
Travel mode activated.
Alright, well we got a couple of the Ks that are heading in now. So that's kind of nice. I would send my ships, and here's the thing, this is why it sucks so bad, because it's like, I would send my fleet in to help, you know what I mean, and fight off those Ks, because I'm definitely interested in getting rid of a couple of them, but they're gonna wind up attacking the stations, and I don't want that. So it's not worth it for me to help them if I'm not directly controlling it. But we'll finish up this, we'll do this mission really quick, and then maybe we can actually do the Hydra. Actually, that would be, yeah, that would actually be fun. Holy cow, they got 3 of the Ks in there.
Travel mode activated.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's get him out of here. Let's go back to our Hydra. And then let's make sure he goes back to this station to dock.
Hydra.
And we'll do some fighting. Now that's, like, I think I saw 3 of the Ks. So that's kind of nice.
Docking position cleared.
Travel mode activated.
Now we should be able to help disable, at least take out some of these fighters and disable the K. But yeah, there's no way, like, I'm not sending my big ships in, because yeah, they'll just get, I'll lose standing and they'll get killed. Plus it is 3 Ks, that's a lot of Ks. I'll be there. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Alright, let's go for this guy.
M.
There we go. And we should start earning, they should start paying out for this too.
Travel mode activated. Travel mode deactivated.
We might even get lucky and get a few of them to bail.
Flight assist activated.
Get a little bit of a chip on them. I just want the support vessels gone before I start going after these Ks. That way I'm not, that way all the only thing I have to think about is the turrets on these big ships.
Flight assist deactivated. Flight assist activated.
Thank you.
Not a lot, I mean it's 20,000 apiece.
Laser tower Mark 1. Travel mode deactivated.
Is that a Xenon laser tower? Yes it is, okay.
Travel mode activated.
Cannot tolerate your actions.
You see what I mean? That was the turrets. My turret was trying to shoot that guy, and it was shooting the station. Yep, we're gonna be modding this, like,
Travel mode activated.
immediately. We're just gonna not worry about
Okay. Travel mode deactivated.
achievements at all. Alright, I gotta conserve.
Travel mode activated.
I gotta conserve the boost here, though. Now we might be able to tip the scales here if we can take out enough on this K.
Thank you.
He'll actually be able to live.
Travel mode deactivated. Turret.
Yeah. Now, we're pretty beefy. Doing pretty good. He's not really paying attention to us at this point.
Flight assist deactivated.
And I'm just trying to like stay moving around.
Turret.
There we go. Yeah, we're doing all right. I think this should be probably my role. This should probably be my role when we're fighting in space too. Like I should have one of these guys, just a ship I can fly around with, and really just start messing with the dangerous stuff. We gotta get underneath it.
Flight assist activated.
Alright, now we're catching a lot of his turrets. Okay, I gotta let our turrets refresh. Alright, well, he's noticed us.
Turret.
There we go. I think some of the other ships have noticed us. We've got lots of boost left, so we can still escape. Alright, let's...
Travel mode is not possible.
Alright, let's do that. Let's get out of here. Oh, wait, something got disabled. See, it doesn't work. That's okay. We're gonna give it a second, and now we'll be able to recover some shield, recover some boost.
Travel mode deactivated.
Oh, it's because I'm stupid and was in travel mode. That's why. That's why we
Engine
couldn't do anything. Okay, let's see here. Alright, sorry guys, I was caught up in the battle there. I missed a bunch of chat there. Let's see here. Experimental shuttle levels. Yes, experimental shuttle is amazing. I'm trying not to use it as much. I'll probably go back to it here in a bit, or in a while, but I want to use other stuff. But yeah, the moment I start using that ship, I just don't use anything else. Do you think it's important to rush the teleportation? Well, you don't necessarily have to rush it to max. I think it's a good idea to get at least the first level or two of teleportation as quick as you possibly can. That actually helps out quite a bit. Let's see here. Yeah, as far as relay ships, yeah. So if you have ships stationed around, you can just teleport between those ships if you want to get across the galaxy, yeah. 2Pi, X4, let's go. Yeah, X4 is amazing, dude. Thanks for the follow, I appreciate that. 3Ks, that means I'll be there. Good old Hatikva's hijinks. Let's see here, that Tuta is way too brave. Oh, up against the Ks and stuff. If you won't lose achievements when you install that mod, you won't? Is an old rumor. Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna get installed tonight. I think I'm gonna look over, and there's gonna be a few of them that we do for sure. I drop a lot of laser turrets to help with the aggro. Yes.
Travel mode.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That might have actually helped out a little bit in our battle just a minute ago. Although I don't think, like I said, I think maybe others would have done a little bit better, but I don't feel like we did poorly in that system battle a little while ago. We took out a lot. Like, those are some tough ships that we took out, and we didn't, and they had everything, you know what I mean? So it's a good start. All right, what we're trying to do is get these stupid turrets gone.
Turret selected.
Like this guy right here, because then the capital ships will be able to easily handle this guy. I'm not worried about the engines just yet. I want to get his firepower eliminated. I think this is the same one we were just doing. Yeah, because we've wiped out a lot of his turrets. Okay.
Okay. Travel mode activated. Travel mode deactivated.
Let's get you.
Turret.
Yeah, see, like those, we have such good shields. Like, these Boron ships are so ridiculously overpowered. that I'm literally just ignoring like an entire group of turrets that are unloading on me right now. As long as we can stay away from the big guns, then we don't really care. And our turrets are amazing. I forget what kind of turrets I have installed on this thing, but they are, like, they do work.
Flight assist deactivated.
Yeah, we're still good. Lots of boost. As long as we keep our boost really high, we're always going to be able to escape. So I try to keep it above like 2/3. Ooh, that hurt. Aye. If I can just get one more. Come on, there we go. Oh yeah. Alright, our guns need to like reload here. I gotta remember what kind of turret this is, because it has such good range. It's like, even when I have to stop and maneuver, it's just sitting there plucking away, which is great.
Turret. Flight assist activated. K. M. K. Shield generator. Shield generator selected.
Okay, that takes care of
Travel mode
that.
activated.
That takes the teeth out of probably 2 of them.
PE.
Let's go fight some ships so that we can actually make some money.
Travel mode deactivated.
Let me catch up here. The behemoth died. Yeah, figures. Oh, never mind. I rush rank 2. With the rank 2 lets you go like 3 sectors over, which is awesome. That's totally worth getting. Like, I always get like at least the first rank, and then I get the embassy is usually what I'll get next, and then I usually will go probably rank 2 teleportation after that. Those are the first 3 things I research pretty much every time. Life is just so much better when you can teleport at least a couple sectors over.
Flight assist deactivated.
Oh, I thought he might bail.
Engine stopped.
Okay, let me catch up here. As far as, let me see. We did a couple episodes ago, and I gotta remember what we put on here. Like, we did. So we have ion atomizers, so 2 ions, that way they can disable boost, and then we have 2 phase cannons just for damage, for hull damage, because the alternators, and then these are ion pulse turrets. That's what these are. And these things, I love these things. Look at that. It's 9,000 meters per second is the travel speed, so it can hit fast stuff, and it's got an 8-kilometer effective range. It's freaking awesome.
Travel mode K. Travel mode
Alright, so the
deactivated.
Ks we're not going to worry about just yet.
F. Travel mode
We'll just find
activated.
likely targets.
Travel mode deactivated. M. Travel mode activated.
Yeah, see, like, just like that, he's shut down. So even a medium ship has time to spin back around and get him. Although that might have hit that station just now.
K.
Okay, so this station has 3 Ks attacking it. Are any of them... Okay, so this K actually has some shield gone.
Travel mode deactivated. Shield generator.
Maybe the shield generator we should go for? I don't think we don't really have what it takes to kick out this shield generator.
Engine.
All right, let me get my guns back here.
Thanks for your help.
We can actually take his engines out though, because if I can take his engines out, then he'll have to just sit here in these turret guns or in these station guns, and he'll eventually die. And we'll fly straight into his engine. I blame the cat. I blame the cat for that one. Okay, doing good there. Oh yeah, there you go. You gotta free up my headphones. There we go. Okay. So then, let's get after his turrets.
Okay.
Although we don't have a lot of support, so we're almost wasting time going after him right now because we can't take him out. We can help somebody else take him out, but we're not going to be able to do it ourselves. Okay, you are all over the place today. All right, let's see. Let's see how much time we just lost there. That was totally your fault. All right, so it's gonna reload here, and we'll see where that autosave was. If I was smart, I would have F5'd as soon as he started like coming around. All right, let's see where he's at. All right, so let me see. Let me catch up the chat. Sorry, guys. All right, so okay, calling it. Have a good stream. Hey, Lurch. Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for stopping in. Let's see here. Kingdom End, but I haven't unlocked Born on my new file yet. I mean, their ships and equipment are ridiculous, Tupai. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Let me see here. So it says 1305. Oh my god, are you serious? We might have lost a lot of... Let's see where we're at. Let's see, 16. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. That's okay. We had some fun flying a ship around, but we just lost a bunch of time. Well, not too bad. We lost about 20 minutes there. I think what I gotta do, I need to turn on the auto bail. That way I'll just reject. That way I'll just eject when things get really, really close. That's okay. We won't worry too much about it. Pro streamer on YouTube and Twitch. I know. Pro streamer as I explode, right? As I explode. So yes, we're doing it correctly. I'm just as talented as all the other Twitch streamers that you see, and I can prove it just now. Yeah, they look cool too. You have lots of fun. If you had fun, it's not a loss. Exactly. Exactly. That's the whole point. If you're not blowing up, then you're not doing it right. Hi and thanks, newcomer to X4. Even if my love for the genre go back to the 90s. Holy cow, you played like the early ones too. I didn't even play those. Like X3 and X4 are the two that I actually played. I didn't play any of them before then. And even X3, I didn't play vanilla X3. I played Albion Prelude. I mean, it's still X3, but it was like, I didn't even notice this game until that expansion came out. Let's see here. All right, we're in the Hydra. So look, we still have a Hydra. What are you talking about? We didn't lose a Hydra. I don't think any of that counted. Let me see. All right, we're gonna get rid of the Xenon's satellite.
Travel mode active.
Awaiting orders.
I don't know. Anyway, we had fun and we blew up some stuff. So let's
Travel mode deactivated.
I think right after this.
Mode activated.
I think right after this is when the Xenon started invading. This time though, we won't go after, if they invade again, we won't go after the Ks. That was nice, but it was kind of a waste of time. We'll blow up all the small ships if they come through, if they come pouring through, and we'll get some
Waiting orders.
What am I trying to say? Yeah, we'll get some bounties for it, basically. We'll get paid out for it if they come pouring through here. Which they should. I mean, if they did it last time, they should do it this time. Let us get rid of this satellite, though.
Travel mode activated.
There we go. That gets rid of the satellite. Okay, so let's save it really quick, and then we'll take a look back at the map here. I never exploded an X4, not once. Don't fact. Yeah, exactly. Undefeated. Lifetime. Let's take a look at the other side of... Yes. Okay, so they're about to come through. They're all right here. They're grouping up right there. All right, so we went back in time just a little bit. That's okay, though. We'll be all right. ZYA, we don't care what happens to them.
Engine
Let's stop the ship here. X4 only? Yeah. I mean, it's really the best one. Well, I did X4 and then I did Rebirth a little bit. I didn't like Rebirth though. And then this game is just incredible. I remember when like I first found X3, like there just really isn't anything like it. You know what I mean? Like this whole open world concept, even though it's janky, it's still kind of the... It's kind of a Skyrim, it's kind of the Skyrim of space, basically, where it's a little janky, you know what I mean? But you can go anywhere and you can do whatever the hell you want to do. And most of the game, I'd say 80% of the game, isn't worrying about the story or anything like that. It's just going around and doing whatever you want to do and building stuff for yourself. So it really does. I really kind of put it in that, I really put it like as like a Skyrim in space, essentially. Let's see here. I had my first game over yesterday. I didn't even know it was a thing until it was. Yeah, until all of a sudden it just deletes you. Oh, you guys wanna come over and... I kind of see you guys creeping up on me.
N. Travel mode activated. Odachi.
Oh, there's the Odachi. Oh, okay.
PE.
Yeah, don't be... Okay, I thought they were creeping up on me, but that was my Odachi sitting there.
Travel mode deactivated.
No, don't be touching my Odachi. He's been doing work. Like, he's the best employee I have. He's that guy, like, I hired him when the company first started. He was like one of my first employees, and I haven't even talked to him in like 6 years, and yet he makes me money. Don't even have to pay attention to him. So yeah, don't be touching him. That's my favorite. I wonder if he's got a good... You know, he's been completing task after task for like dozens of hours. He's got to be a good pilot at this point.
Travel mode activated.
All right, so these guys should actually give us some cash.
Travel mode deactivated. Travel mode activated.
Oh no, he's gonna run away. All right, well we just hit him.
Travel mode deactivated.
There we go. You wipe him out real quick.
N. Travel mode
Now,
activated.
I can't remember offhand. We should get bounties no matter what. Like, it shouldn't matter whether they're under station or not. It should just be in the system. Although I don't know that for sure. This isn't an Argon system either. This is a Tikva, so it might be I have to fight these guys in and around stations.
M. F. M. Travel mode activated.
Can I get him? Yep, got him.
Flight assist deactivated. N.
There we go.
Travel mode activated.
Now he's pretty close to a station.
Travel mode deactivated. C.
The funny thing is that that turret has such good range that he kind of tells me, where the next target is. Like, he just shoots at the next closest thing because of the settings that I have.
Travel mode deactivated.
Although I think he's almost gotten me in trouble a couple of times. So we're gonna save this really quick. Let's see here. First game over yesterday. I just picked up X4 during the Steam sale. Been addicted ever since. Upset at myself for always passing it up in my suggested games. Yeah, dude, it surprises you.
Travel mode activated.
It really does. And I do think it's the curve in the beginning too. It's like people don't understand what's underneath all those layers until they can unless they make it to that stage. Okay, what is that?
Container.
Oh, container.
M. Laser tower Mark 1.
Okay, get rid of this tower.
Travel mode activated. Travel mode deactivated. M. Travel mode activated.
Okay, let's head the other direction for a second, and we'll kind of get our bearings here. Next question is gonna be, did those Ks ever go through? I don't think they probably didn't go through. Nope. They are maybe heading through now. Yeah, there they are. 1, 2, and 3 of them right there. Now, I don't know if that's draining the sector or if they're building more of them behind it. Obviously, they would probably build more. But I do feel like we need probably twice the destroyers that we had before. I'm thinking back to the battle we just fought. Like I said, I genuinely do feel like we did pretty well. But next time what we're gonna do is we're gonna build up. We're gonna have about twice the destroyers. We're gonna slow boat the destroyers only in. And I need the destroyers to attract the attention. And then once we have some commitment from the Xenon on the destroyers, maybe in like this area right here, then we'll bring in the medium and small ships behind them. That way they're not just like dispersing everywhere trying to intercept. And I think that might be the best way to go. But yeah, I think we're gonna need, we had about 5 destroyers before. I think we're gonna need more than that. And these Ks are gonna wipe out this sector at this point. So we're kind of back to where we were a moment ago.
Travel mode activated.
Oh, so they did give us a little bit of cash.
Thank you.
Thank you, you're welcome. Let's see, so how are the orders going? Yeah, they still need thousands. Let's see, do I actually have... So shield components, advanced electronics. Okay, so the advanced electronics order at least went through, and the shield component order went through, so that's good. Alrighty. Let's see here. No towers deployed at all, I see. No, I didn't do any towers at this point. It can be infuriating, but I just can't stop loving the game, I know. If you're grabbing mods tonight, don't forget about Folder Organizer. Yep, Folder Organizer and Nexus. It lets you pretty up your ship and fleet stations, yep. I remember you guys mentioned that one to me a few weeks ago. I'm gonna go through the whole list. I might spend just an hour or two on Nexus late tonight, just pouring through and seeing what we got. I'm in the same boat, sort of, but I got it during 5.0, which is a great update, but keeps getting better. Here comes the aliens. Someone called Will Smith, exactly. That was actually on, they were advertising that on my Fire Stick the other day. For some reason, like independent, oh, well, it's probably because we're so close to the 4th of July. Press the F5 button when you engage them big boys, yes. Yeah, I think I got distracted. Like, before I was doing a good job. I'm not making excuses. Well, I am kind of making excuses. Like, I was doing a pretty good job of avoiding everything, and then this guy, that guy, ruined everything. But I need to be smarter. Like, the moment he gets close to me, the moment he starts crawling around, I need to be F5ing. But yeah, the you guys were asking earlier too, like what brought on Warframe.
Travel mode activated.
And later tonight we'll get to that. But what I'm really wanting is to have, I want multiplayer presence on the channel. You know what I mean? I want some MMO content on there. So that seemed like, that and Eve seemed like two of the best ones to do.
Travel mode activated.
I kept looking at, oh, no. I kept looking at Elite, but I just,
Travel mode SE.
I keep trying and I can't,
Travel mode deactivated.
for whatever reason, I can't not bounce off of Elite Dangerous at this point. Oh, a mining ship. Honestly, if I was gonna do,
Defense platform.
if I was gonna do a run, if I was gonna do a run into their sector, like a sabotage run into their sector, we should be going after all their mining ships.
Travel mode
Because at that point, they'll stop producing, and they'll just start producing more mining ships. Ever see that YouTube meme? This is actually Eve. Yes, I did see that one. I saw the original of it, and
Okay.
then I saw some of the parody ones of it too, which were actually really good as well. With the dude screaming at everybody and everything. Eve trailer video with a bunch of angry voice chat people yelling at each other. Well, this is actually Eve. Yes, that's the parody of it. Yeah, exactly. I remember I did watch that one too. I watched both.
Thank you.
It was good.
Travel mode activated.
Okay, so our goal with this,
Travel mode deactivated.
and we will just in case. Although I was surprised that I died there. I could have lost track of it, but I was pretty sure I was more or less full shields when that happened. You know what I mean? Like, I was looking at that. So, like, that was kind of surprising.
Engine.
Okay, this time we do want engines. Because we want him, because he's taking station gun fire, and we want him to stay here. And then this is kind of a safe spot for us.
I have come to the end of my research.
Once we've locked down, okay, awesome. So he just got done researching it. Now we need to do the advanced engine mods. Because we need that for the Avarice quest. Which reminds me, we haven't checked in with our Sapporo in a while. Although he's pretty beat up, man. Like, he's gonna... Yeah, these station guns are doing a lot on him, which is great. So we'll keep him trapped. And we should get paid for this. Because we're fighting under the station. There we go. So this is work. This is good work.
Explosion imminent.
Before we were doing bad work. Okay, so that's one of the Ks. Alright, give me 2 seconds. I gotta blow my nose.
Game saved.
Okay, back. I don't know what it is. I had a lot of allergy stuff lately for whatever reason. Usually that happened like 2 months ago, but usually that stops during the summer, but for whatever reason. Okay, so now we've got, here we go. So this is our next target right here. Where is he? Yeah, because he's flying in. I need him to be under the station though. Because if I can't trap him under station guns, then it's a waste of time. Yeah, he's distracted.
F. Travel mode activated. Travel mode deactivated.
Maybe we can get him to come after me.
K. Turret.
Alright, so the engines he just kicked in. Here we go. Okay, so now...
Travel mode activated. Travel mode deactivated.
we're gonna back off until I see the station guns going after him. Yep, there we go.
Travel mode activated.
Now we gotta get his engines as quickly as possible.
K. Engine.
Give me just a sec. Oh, crap. Let me get this engine out and then I'll catch up on chat. Let's see here. I turned away to pet my dog, turned back around and dead. It can happen, especially I guess if you're fighting one of these things. I would imagine, like I said, I thought I was pretty close to full, but maybe like I got hit by 2 of those turrets or something and it was just kind of over.
Engine.
There we go. We're gonna get you trapped. Yep, you can see the turrets. Station turrets are really doing their work too. Alright, let's get reloaded here. And like this group of turrets right here is just having their way with me. I might be able to crawl inside of them. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Shield generator. Turret.
Yeah, see, I can't...
Shield generator.
It won't let me do it. Unless I get like super close. Alright, let me get away really quick. Just to kind of, just to get my bearings back here.
Engine stopped.
There we go. So we're out of range. And the station's kind of going to town to him. Bexy900. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hey, just wanted to thank you. You're welcome. Little Pins, I've been bouncing on and off X series, literally X Beyond the Frontier. I've been playing along with your streams and it now has clicked. You're sorry. Oh yeah, no worries, dude. I'm glad it helped. Glad to help. Okay, did it die? Oh yeah, it did. Okay, so we did it. Okay, so now this guy,
K.
that's the next one.
Travel mode activated.
There we go. So this will be the third K that we've helped take out, which is good. Because I have a feeling there's an awful lot of stuff in this sector that would have died had we not done this. And then once this is under control, we'll actually be able to go do that mission. If we even have that mission. We might have gone back in time before then. Although I don't think we're making a huge difference here. But if we get if we get some damage in on him, we should get some credit for it. There we go.
Explosion imminent.
Oh my god, look at him. Like, he's literally on top of the station. Yeah, we just got paid there. I wonder if that does damage to the station. Oh, that's great. You can see like all the crumpled components on this station. Like he really did a ton of damage there.
Engine
Okay,
stopped.
so let's stop here. Now the trip is over. When is Discord coming? This month. We're gonna set that up. This month. I'll decide tonight on like a name, like on what to do. I might just go Dia Builds.
Mode activated.
That'll link it. That'll give it like a good like segue into the YouTube channel, and then go from there. And then as we like, we'll include the games that I'm playing will get included on there.
Travel mode activated.
When we get to ones that are going to stay for a long time, we'll build a section for those games. Like obviously X4 we'll do, I'm fighting and talking at the same time, but the X4 will obviously have one on there, and then other stuff like if I'm playing, like if I let into Warframe and it's really nice, like I'm really gonna like keep it on the channel for a long time, then we'll create a section for that. I would imagine Dawn of War will be something that I'm gonna play for quite a while once that comes out in 2 months. So yeah, I'll decide on a name tonight and see if I can get things started with that, and over the next week we'll set it up.
Travel mode deactivated.
Okay, let's see where we would be the most effective. What are we looking at here? Alright, they're trying to set up a station again. Yeah, it's gonna be fighting underneath these stations. Oh, RIP, or like the salvage crews are hitting these things too. That's kind of funny. But I do want to fight things under the stations is the preferred. That way we actually get the best reward for it. Although the turret's gonna take him out.
Travel mode activated. Flight assist deactivated. Travel mode deactivated. Flight assist activated. Travel mode deactivated. Travel
There we
mode
go.
activated.
Took me a while to get him spun around.
Travel mode deactivated. Travel mode activated. Travel mode deactivated.
There we go.
Flight assist deactivated.
So yeah, Discord will set up this week.
Thank you.
Although I'll tell you the truth, I've never run a Discord server, so
Travel mode activated.
this will be an adventure. Okay, so are they pulling back now? Is that what's happening? They kind of are. Okay, so that's been kind of countered.
Xenon defense platform.
Alright, let's get this stupid defense platform out of here. Let's see if I can actually make a difference here.
Travel mode deactivated.
Hull's at 14%. I think that I gotta get rid of the build storage, right? First.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Yeah, so they didn't pay me that much. Yeah, once we get rid of this, I think we gotta get rid of, right, if I'm right, we gotta get rid of this and then do the, and then it'll let me attack that station and kill it. Or maybe it's the opposite. Let's see here. Would you be able to show... Hang on, let me catch up. That's all I know about Eve, and Henry Cavill supposedly plays Eve. Does he? I know he was obviously everybody knows he's a big Warhammer guy, but I didn't know he played Eve. Let's see here. Yeah, I died pretty fast. Oh yeah, you're talking to like earlier? Yeah, it was quick. Let's see here. You're wondering about... Okay, let me catch back up. I think I'm trying to get back to where explosions have a damage radius, so if the ship was close enough, it did impart damage to the station. So it should have. So it did even more damage to that stupid station. When do you think there'll be an X5? X5, it'll be a long time. I think that it's not like a huge studio, so it's not like a Ubisoft or something with thousands of employees or anything like that. So it's like, they kind of have to pick and choose what they're working on.
Steering mode deactivated.
At least my understanding of it. And so I don't think you're gonna see an X5 anytime soon. Not when they're doing major updates to 4, and they've announced a bunch of major updates to 4. Oh, no, I don't want to do that, because I'll get stuck inside that station. All right, let me hit it for just a second and see if this makes any difference. And if it doesn't, then we won't waste our time. I kind of want to see more battleships. I do too. Okay, so I am making a little bit of a difference. I want to see more battleships too. I mean, obviously it's a huge undertaking, but I would want to see new races, new, you know what I mean, new battleships and stuff like that. Or if anything, if they were going to do new races, you know, expand things out. Give the Argon a battleship and the Taladia a battleship, you know what I mean? And just expand out their range, like, quite a bit. They keep updating this game and have no plans for the game yet. It'd be like a new Civilization game where it, yeah, and you're right, Xenoeffect. It's like, if they did that, that game would be super bare bones probably for a couple of years. So it'd be a huge trade-off, a massive trade-off for them to do a new one, content-wise, like for us, because we would be kind of waiting for that game to flesh out, and nothing new would be coming to this one. You're actually in system when I set up a defense platform. You're actually in the system where I set up a defense platform and a recycler. Yeah, you probably did it. You probably just did it right over here, right? Like right next to that gate. And then as they pour through, you just loot them. Yep, that would be the best place to do it. Easiest Claytronics and hull I can get, yeah. Although, do you struggle with energy cells? Because it's like these sectors here, like when you get into salvaging, you need tons and tons of sunlight, and like these are like 1300% sunlight, and so energy cells would be a real struggle, I would think. I guess you could do the reach, you know what I mean, and then send the ships out to here, but you're gonna need massive energy cells, and I don't think you can get it. You're not gonna get it in Hatikva's Choice. Although if you were loaded, you could probably build a station with like a bazillion energy arrays. He's mentioned it. He's big on Warhammers for sure. Yeah, it's a bit annoying because the AoE blast can destroy fighters used to kill the large ships. They don't have the brains to fly away. Yeah, so there should be an evac command similar to when the tide comes in, right? Like when they say explosion imminent, that should trigger a retreat command back to your command ship or something. X-Floor get way more updates is what I could figure. Yeah, this is definitely the game they're updating right now. I'm sure they're deciding the next major updates, hence the poll a couple of days ago. Yeah, I haven't done the poll. I got the email for it. I saw the email for it this morning, so I gotta go ahead and fill that out. I think there's a few things I want to mention too, so I'm probably gonna get on the forums and stuff to bring a few things up. The two things I don't like so far in the current state of the game is, number one, the aggro stuff like we were talking about before. Something has to change there. Like it's way too easy to destroy your relationship with a faction for almost no reason whatsoever, or just because you happen to be in sector when somebody did it. Yeah, so I think that has to be fixed for sure, because that's a huge problem in my mind. And the warp away mechanics. I actually think that it's pretty much necessary to have guns that shut down engines, because the Xenon and the Ka warp away so much. Like it takes an eternity to kill somebody because he's gonna warp away from you like a whole bunch of times. So I do feel like they try to run away or boost away from you way too much. I think those are two things that, if there's anything I would complain about, it'd be those two things. Let's see here. Major updates, yep. Boarding another Asgard, nice. The home system gives you 130% sun, Heretic's End. Oh yeah, actually I think it's more than that. I think it's 200 something. I'm literally letting my turrets just kill this thing. Yeah, Heretic's End is really good. Oh. I can't get around the... Yeah, there we go. 181%, okay. Yeah, so you could do that. Yeah, you could do the reach, or you could do like a massive energy cell station here in Heretic's End that would feed it. That makes sense. Giant power can feed all my stations. Yep, that makes sense. I use a mod to disable AoE explosion damage because the lack of the brains. That's zero sum. That's actually a good idea. That's not a bad idea. Like, if it's going to be in the game, then there should be mechanics that compensate for it being there. It is cool to have it, but still. They've been very dug in on their concept for friendly fire, unfortunately. Oh, so it's been brought up a lot then. All right. Well, we got to mod it. We're going to mod it for sure. I wrote an essay on how they need to improve the user experience for diplomacy, station building, etc. Less clicks, better in my opinion. Yeah, user interface does need some work for sure. But they've come a long way. I gotta give them credit for that. Like, the user interface now is much cleaner. Like, this is so much better than what it actually used to be. So, so that's something I can give them credit for. Scarlet Star system is 266. Yes, we have a station there right now in this playthrough. Yeah, I've got a power plant right there. Yep, so these sectors are really nice. I give them that. I like these. I like the location of this one. I like the sunlight here. Excuse me. So yeah, Scarlet Star is a really nice one. It doesn't have anything else though. I think, yeah, sunlight, helium, and some ore, but nothing big. But that sunlight's really nice, especially in that part of space near Grand Exchange, because none of those systems are amazing for sunlight. Let's see here. For conversational purposes, X2 does this. X2 does what? Sorry, I might have... It's much cleaner, but like managing 8 agents in diplomacy window makes me not want to use the mechanic at all. It's the system I use for energy cells. It's not a bad location. Yeah, it's really central, which is great. No clear all messages, no way to repeat missions, 15 clicks per agent. Yeah, it's very clicky. There's no question. Oh, typos on your phone? Yeah, no worries, dude. I do it all the time. I fat finger the phone all the time. I can barely text people. Okay. There, we've prepared for you. Now real question. When's the next X3 update? Oh, never. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see an X3. I kind of want this station gone, but I don't want to waste any more time on it. All right, let me see. Let's see where we're at. I think I saw another big one come through. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Steering mode activated.
At this point, we're waiting for the economy to pick up so that we can get our stations built.
Travel mode deactivated.
Yeah, see, he's not under station guns though. He's outranging them. Let's do this. Let's take out this gun so that he has to reposition.
Turret.
And then maybe if he has to reposition, he'll then get under the station guns. Nope, I gotta reload. There we go. Okay, so those are good. Oop, 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 oop. Yeah, he thought I was fighting another K, so he's like, oh, I'm just gonna climb in the lap then. So let's see if that forced him to endanger himself. I mean, unless they stripped this station of everything. Oops. I mean, I guess he could have already, like, killed all the weapons. Alright, so let's take out the other side. Honestly, I'm just having fun experimenting with hitting these guys. Oh, oh, oh.
Saving game failed.
You are killing me. Oh, yeah. You are killing me. I don't know what it is today.
Travel mode activated.
He even twisted the microphone around and everything. Alright, so yeah, we look good. Alright, let me get out just a little bit and get him squared away here. Nope, we can't do it. Alright, so he twisted the microphone around a little bit. Are you guys still able to hear me okay?
Engine stopped.
Here. Here. Phone being odd, coming from X2. I find the map challenging. Well, yes, there's a lot of information on the map. There's no question about it. It is sectioned off better, but it is the kind of a bulk of information. There's no doubt at all about that. Build a separate PC for him to stream. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I need to or do the thing where you ever seen it with the little kid where he's got the controller in his hand but the controller's not plugged in? I need something like that for him. His brother never comes over. I've got two. They came from the same litter. The other one never he'll hang out with you all day long. The other one just wants to play for a while, and when he's done playing, he'll leave and go off, and you don't even see him. I don't even know where he's at right now. Let's see here. 5 cats in the household that do not disagree. Yeah, these two I got lucky. I mean, they're from the same litter, so they've spent every moment together, so they're totally fine. So they get along just fine, luckily. All right, so he's being, okay, so now he's actually fighting a ship, and I can see station guns going after him. All right, cool. Now is when we want to actually hit him. All right, I'm gonna F5 in case you come diving back in. But we need to kill a K. Do you understand how important this is?
Game saved.
I gotta double check too the microphone, because he might have twisted it so that the voice come through. If my voice is coming through weird, let me know. Because the mic's at a different angle, so it might not be catching all of the diaphragm.
Travel mode deactivated.
I don't see any guns coming in. Sounds good over here? Okay, good. Okay, so let's sneak in behind you.
Okay. Engine.
And then... Nah, see, I didn't get there in time. So, we didn't take out that engine fast enough. Let's see what we can do to these turrets.
Primary weapon group 2 selected.
I mean, we're getting the engine taken out, but I'm not sure that I want the engine taken out. Let me see where he's at in relation to the stations. What's he firing at?
Travel mode activated. Travel mode deactivated.
Yeah, see, he's flying away right now, so it's I can't...
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a waste of time. So it's kind of a waste of time to attack him right now.
Travel mode activated.
Well, let's see where else we can go. Where can we be useful here? It's kind of dying down, this whole attack, though. Although... Yeah, I kind of like that a little bit better. Alright, so it looks like it's coming through. Is that coming through okay? Voice-wise? Yeah, see, he's flying over. I need to get him under a station. Alright, so we're gonna back off of this right now. There's not really much happening that we're worried about.
Travel mode deactivated.
And we might go ahead and do that scouting mission. Now that all these Ks have come through, I'm kind of curious. I actually do want to see if they've built all new Ks or if these are all of the Ks that we saw. Because I think 3 of them have come through, 3 or 4.
Travel mode activated.
And they've been blown up, so they've been getting cleaned out. Yeah, so let's do that. Oh, hang on.
Travel mode deactivated.
Hang on now. There we go.
Travel mode activated.
Okay, so he should be within range of these guns.
Travel mode deactivated.
Like, how far away are you?
Space fuel factory.
4 kilometers away.
K.
No, he's not. Okay, so he's 20 kilometers away. So he's not going to be close enough for any of that. Okay, well, let's do that. Let me get him out of harm's way, and then we're gonna warp back into the rodent. We'll let them deal with this stuff. And then for the Hydra, we're gonna have you come dock here. That way you're not gonna get blown up.
Morea.
And then we'll go ahead and do that scouting mission now.
Cover available. Yaki.
No, I don't want the cover. Thank you for offering the cover, though. Just raided the channel Black Panther. Hey, thank you. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate that. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel, by the way. I know I've been gone for a week, so we're back now and ready to keep going.
Jumpgate. Vargas Cascade. Travel mode activated.
Oh, wait. We're gonna do... We're actually gonna do...
Engine
Let's get
stop.
this research started. Because I think he got the teleportation is done. These guys are all done. The habitation module hack is done. So we can hack everything now. And we should have max... Oh, we don't have mass teleportation. Let's not worry about that right now. We don't need the whole galaxy at this point. Let's do our advanced engine mods.
This will allow you. I will need some materials to get started.
Okay, so he's got enough money. So, like, we'll get this done so that we can then do the, we can do the Avarice quests at this point. Now, before we exploded, the question is going to be, had we taken that mission from the Argon? So let's see if we did. If we didn't, we'll look for another scout mission. Because I do want to go into, now that 4Ks have died, I want to go into the Argon into the Xenon sector to see if all those Ks are gone. So then let's do mission offers. Here we go. Argon. Wait. Oh, maybe I did take it. Talati Trade Guild. We got guild missions there. The Yaki investigation. Why is there no Argon versus Xenon? Am I just not close enough?
Travel mode activated.
Let's get a little closer. Maybe I'm not close enough to any Argon stations? No, because there's Argon stations everywhere. Yeah, so they're gonna do the research. That'll take just a second.
Travel mode deactivated. Engine stopped.
Yeah, there's nothing. Alright, so let's head through the gate here. And see if we can do it that way.
Activated.
I'm just trying to see, like, I'm trying to do Argon faction missions against the Xenon, and I know I'm a member. I just don't know why it's not
Travel
popping
mode
up for me.
deactivated.
I did good today, X4. Did me well. Got a lot of stuff done. Nice.
Free.
But lost my Nemesis in that progress. Just got me a katana, too. Okay. But I still think you can beat Hydra and Nemesis. Wait. In that progress, just got me a katana to try it out. But I still think you can beat Hydra and Nemesis. How was your trip? Dude, the trip was good. It was good. It was good. I Took a while to get there. We had some airline drama and stuff like that, but it was a good trip. I've been home the last 3 days and kind of just relaxed and did nothing, and then eventually got sick of it and decided, okay, we need to actually be useful again. And so that's what we're working on today. We're gonna be useful again. Okay, here we go. So now Xenon, now it's up there. Okay. So I guess I didn't do, so scan a Xenon station, module deep scan, detailed Xenon scan. All right, so let's do this. Let's head into there. So no, it was good.
Travel mode activated.
It was good. I'm glad I did it, but it is back to life, you know? Let's see here. I have to take a hammer to my thumbs. Don't do that, dude. Given the awfulness of my typing, you're all good, dude.
Danger.
Let's see
Entering
here.
System.
Oh,
Arcus
I need
must
to, we gotta activate the cover.
Cover activate. Cover exposed.
Ah, I hate that. Now it's gonna take like half a minute for him to.
Travel mode deactivated.
It'll take a minute for this to pop back up again. In the meantime, we're just collecting cash. Alright, come on, man. Give me the cover again.
Cover available.
Thank you. I don't know how long that is.
Cover activated.
There.
Key.
There we go. Alright, so let's do some... Let's look around first.
Travel mode activated.
Let's head over to this defense station here. Because that's where a lot of the big ships were. And we'll just verify that those were the ships that, that we just
Danger.
fought.
Hazardous region detected.
What rig are you running to make it look so... Well, I mean, I have... It's a 4070 Ti is the graphics card. And then it's an i9. It's like a 10th generation i9 processor. So that's what I have. And then, you know, 32 gig of RAM. So it's good. It's not like top end. But, you know, the 4070 makes a pretty big difference. Although this one does tend to be... my understanding of it, it tends to be very processor heavy. So the i9, like it's a 10th generation, so it's not brand new, but it does a good enough job that that I don't get like the processor bottlenecks that some other people do. And like I said, I'm not very technical, but I do know that the processor hugely matters. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah. So here's 3 Ks right here. So those were new Ks. You know what I mean? So they made new Ks to invade with. So they are mass producing. They're making a lot of ships. So if we're gonna head in here, we've got to be like super no nonsense. I feel like we need more now than what we did before. If they're gonna make them at that rate, because that was like 4 Ks that came flying through that gate, and then there's still 3 of them sitting in this sector. So it was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Not to mention the eye that we took out earlier. Thanks for following. Let's see here. Lord Trevick, yeah, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, today I built my Space Weed and Space Wheel Factory playing kind of like a pirate. See, that's a good playthrough. Yeah. I should do one. Like, there's so many playthroughs. I don't know. I don't want to line up too many of them, but just a pure criminal playthrough would be such a good time. Can you get the blueprint for that ship you're flying right now? Well, you can. It's a Morea. This is like a named version of the Morea. It's a Yaki ship. So this is the quest version of it. So you can't make this exact ship, but you can make Moreas for sure, and you can just buy them from the Yaki. Although I shouldn't say you can just buy them, because you do have to get to the Yaki sectors and do the quest line and stuff for them. So there's a lot involved in getting these ships, but they're really good. They're really good fighters. Okay, what am I doing? I need to fly to them, and I think we're scanning this puppy, right? Yeah.
Scan mode activated.
All right, so we're gonna scan this, and all we're doing, like I said, we've still got it. We got to build a lot of ships. Holy cow! I get paid $500,000 for that. That's pretty good. I mean, we are having to go into a sector, into a Xenon sector, and scan things. So then I need to scan a specified module. Okay, so I got to go to a different station and scan it. So yeah, this might be our money-making task right here, because they're not paying us anything from these bounties. That's just having fun. Let's see here. Have you taken the H in there? Yes, I already took the H, but we just lost it. I took the H, and we fought like a big battle with a bunch of big ships, and the H fell. So we won, kinda. Eventually we had to retreat though. There was so much stuff in there that we got pushed out. So we held our own, but the H died. The Sin died too.
Hazardous entering system.
So we lost a lot. Expensive lessons. Let's see here. You get it from doing the Yaki questline. Yep, do the Yaki questline and you'll get
Steering
this
mode
ship,
deactivated.
specifically this named ship.
Steering mode
And the
activated.
difference is this one has the faction cover for the Yaki that you can activate. So it's kind of a lesser version of what the Envoy can do. But yeah, these ships you can build in bulk without the Yaki cover thing.
Engine
Let
stop.
me catch up to here. That's how I lost the H. Yep, that's how I lost it. Runs good on my 5080X and the RX 6600, but I'm on 1080p. That's what my setup was built for. Can't speak for 1440. I think I'm on 1440. Let me make sure. I don't remember. To tell you the truth, I said it so long ago. Yeah, so we're doing 1440. I'm using DLSS obviously because I have the NVIDIA chip and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm on right now. I also too, though, I turn off some of the, like if I go to accessibility, like there's Stardust intensity I turn down a little bit. There's also a lot of the glow. Like there's a lot of the glow that I'll turn off, like the user interface glow, the map glow. I turn a lot of that stuff off because I do feel like when it's turned on, it tends to blur things quite a bit. So I do think that one of the reasons that mine will look really good or look really smooth is because I don't have a lot of that blur going on the screen. So it's just sharper. Some people really, really like that, but I don't. I'm not like a huge fan of that. I want things just clean. I want to see space because space is cool.
Travel mode deactivated.
Yeah, look at this. Look at all these Ks, man. It's insane. All right, let's fly over to the next sector. We're gonna need a lot. We're gonna need a lot more than what I anticipated to take this sector. I almost feel like 10 destroyers would be the thing that we want. Well, we'll have 3 rays, so that'll be a good start. And the rays did really good.
17.
The rays, actually, the ray and 4 parented destroyers are what took out that eye. So, and they handled the eye pretty well. So that's pretty good. Let's see here. Thanks for the answers. Say that was unexpected. What, the answer is unexpected? Oh, no, dude. Ask away, dude. Getting that space fuel blueprint was quite a hustle because somehow nobody sells it. How did you get... You can't buy it? You can't buy it from the... Well, anyway. Is there any way to get a Xenon ship? Only if you can. Some of the Xenon ships will bail. So like when you get them like SEs and PEs and stuff like that, if you get them low enough, they'll bail out and then you can take the ship. So that's one way to actually do it. If you do the Xenon research, there's a drop that you can get that allows it. Yep, you can do the research. Just said it was wildly unexpected would be an insult to the deity of Zib. Endless gratitude. No worries, dude. No worries. DLSS works on mine too. Helps quite a bit. Yes. And I do have frame gen is turned on also. So like, I think I can... Like, I'll pull it up. You'll see it up on the top corner there. Top left-hand corner. The first number is actual frames, including frame generation. And then the second number is how many actual FPS we're getting. Once you have a reputation of 20 or higher, additionally, it may also be available from SCA. I've never had good reputation with the SCA, so that I don't know. Could be right though.
System matrix number 79B.
Man, look at all the aqueducts around here. Yeah, I don't know how we would scan this station without having the cover turned on. Is my cover turned on, just to be sure? Yes, it is. Okay. Clean the ones from the timelines, but I don't have that Xenon research unlocked yet. If I recall correctly, you can get blueprints from Xenon Tech on rare occasions dropped from certain... The H for sure. The H you can do... And I think, well, you have to research it.
Travel mode deactivated.
I think the H is a good ship. It's fine. I don't think it... Man, you got 600,000 from that. Like, I've been babbling so much. Like, this is making good money with this stuff. Let's see here. Buccaneers faction ships. Exactly, the Prometheus comes fully modded. If you can borrow one, sometimes with the full purple mods. Holy cow. You need a mod to unlock SCA rep. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Otherwise, it's locked at -5. Did you know that only one very rare spawn has a full complement? It's 1 in 20. The rest of them will give you nano weaves. You're talking about the Buccaneers? Okay, so we need to... Okay, so now we need to do a detailed scan. I mean, this is pretty good. We've gotten about 1 million credits just off of doing this thing, and we're just kind of flying around. But I'm not seeing I didn't see a whole hell of a lot of ships in this system, so
Travel mode deactivated.
it gives me a good indication of how fast they're
Travel
producing
mode
things.
entering system. Argus Cascade.
I mean, modded is modded and it's free, so I take it anyways for shipping some forbidden goods. Yeah, mods we're gonna do. I think I've finally broken down. Like, I wasn't gonna do it, like, you know, for quite a while, but I think the station aggro stuff that put me. I was like, all right. Once you go into that threshold too, like, I didn't want to do a modded game, but once I install one mod, we won't do any conversions. Like, we're not gonna do the Star Wars stuff or anything like that right now. So we're not looking at conversions, but I will look for maybe half a dozen quality of life things, like the aggro, stuff like that. That's what we'll definitely do. Now, what we're doing at this point is there's, like I said, there's that mission.
Hazard entering. Argus Cascade. 15.
Boy, these are pretty far ranging. Like, they're having me jump all. Oh, okay. So it's really just this system that we're doing. We're kind of crisscrossing across these systems as it goes. Top quality of life suggestion, custom tabs. Yep, that one got brought up for sure. So yeah, custom tabs. Boarding operation notifications. Oh, that might be what we were talking about when we took the Earl King, right? Where I couldn't get back into that screen. That would be a good one. That would totally be a valid quality of life thing to actually put on here. So yeah, we would think about that, definitely. Yeah, so there's 3 right there. And I think once you open that Pandora's box, I bet you there's a flood of them there. But we'll see. I'll try to keep it mostly to a minimum.
Entering system. Matrix. Nowhere.
Okay.
1.
All right, so I have to scan this guy. I actually have some hull damage. I have no idea where I got the hull damage from. I don't think I got it while we were running around, like just now. I think that was probably there before. Because I don't remember actually even getting hit with this ship yet. Not today.
Travel mode deactivated. Scan mode activated.
Okay. What was the hotkey for scanning? Is it? Oh.
Matching target speed. Steering mode deactivated.
Oh, so Shift F.
Great work.
So Shift F is the scan mode. Okay, so then let's see if will it pull up more missions here, or do I need to head back home? So Argon, Holy War. Yep. Nope. Okay, so it's not pulling up here, so we need to head back. So we will head back.
Travel mode activated. Jump gate, Arcus Cascade.
QL mods work well, but it's a risk of a downward spiral. To wildly misquote Trent Reznor. Yeah, I know. You get to a point, if you get too carried away with it, it's like you don't recognize it anymore. What I want is enough to where it fixes a few things, but it still feels vanilla, just with some improvements. That's the goal with this one. We can totally like convert and stuff at some point, but not right now. I want this to be mostly because of the changes, like especially with this one, like with 9.0 just coming out. I want to really see how all of these ships feel and how all the guns and the engines and stuff are going to be now that everything's been changed. Sir Nuke's modding API, you get 20 save slots. Well, that's a lot. Eventually you realize your game performance took a hit and it's too late to fix it. Oh, with the with all the mods.
Entering system. Attic fast.
What is this?
Jump gate, silent witness.
No.
Data.
Why am I hostile with Riptide? Like, why? Look at this. Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
Travel mode activated.
I'm so dumb. I did this before. This is how I lost, yeah. This is how I lost an envoy. Even my own, even my own fleet is like neutral, like, we used to like you. You used to be cool. Okay, let's see.
Travel mode deactivated.
Like, we remember the good times, so we won't attack you, but... Okay, so now we're good. Now we're back to normal. Oi. Okay, let's see here. And that would have been, like... That would have been super annoying with Riptide, too, because it's like I just spent a bunch of time building that up. Alright, so there's not anything crazy going on here. We were gonna look for another... We're gonna look for another... Here, let me get the FPS stuff off. But you can see, it performs pretty well. Like the 40 series, like a 4070, like Ti, that kind of, I mean, it can be pricey, but that, from there on up, you're doing pretty good with this game. All right, so let's look for a mission. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's check on our orders. It's still not doing anything. It is starting to make some of the eclipses, and it is sort of chipping away. Let's do another advanced,
Engine stop.
let's do another advanced electronics run. Just to get him taken care of. Yeah, shield components for him, but the advanced electronics, that's for the Argon. Let's do that first. Here we go. That's nice. Finally, somebody has some. That'll take it a long way. Alright, so then this guy will also do advanced electronics. Do another 2,000. And I think that's it. I think that's everything he needed. And we'll make a profit, so we'll make some money selling those too, which will be nice. Yeah, he only needed like 1,900, so we're just gonna make some money, which is totally fine. And then shield components. Although I don't know which one of the two. See, I wish they would separate this, because this is actually, it's the same ship, I get it, but it's two different shipyards. So I wish they would separate this so that I could tell which of the shipyards was missing how many shield components. But we'll just do this. We'll do shield components real quick. There we go, that's a good amount. That's gonna take some time though. And then let's find another set of shield components somewhere. Here we go. And then we'll just sell them half and half. So this isn't gonna happen instantly, obviously, but We'll do 1,500 to you. Since they only said it was missing 400. And then we'll do 1,500 to you. And we'll make a profit off of both. And then that's it. So once he finishes, once those guys finish their rounds, which is going to take some time, but once they do, then we're going to have 3 rays and we'll have a whole squadron of Eclipse bombers. And then from there, what we'll need to do is we'll need to start restocking. Actually, let's start that now. We're going to need to start restocking our destroyers. So let's look here. Let me catch up with chat here in case I missed anything. I've been really liking 9.0. Yeah, 9.0 has been great. It's a really, really good change. Really good change. Wise words, kudos. You mean like Zakura telling us to be careful with the mods? Yes. Yeah, I'm in Yaki cover, yep. That was me being stupid and almost dying. I kind of wonder if the Xenos... The Xenos? Oh, you mean the Xenon, not Xenos. This isn't Warhammer. Ever use missiles or just drop them? I would like if there would use missiles, not spamming like a realistic use. I don't think they use missiles. I don't think the Xenon don't use missiles. They use basically just big old blasters. I don't think so. Unless I'm crazy. I don't ever remember seeing a missile on a Xenon. And Xenos and Warhammer don't use missiles. I don't think they do. Oh no, that's not true. That's not true. I think there are orc units that have missile launchers, that have rocket launchers. I'm pretty sure. The okay, what were we gonna do? Oh yeah, we were going to build larger ships. So let's go large, and then how much were the E's? The E's were 22 million apiece. And I guess the question would be, I don't know that we would build these, because if I can just build a ray, for 25 million, why would I build any E's at all? You know what I mean? And that's what it comes down to. The Xenon, the Xenon, the Boron are so good that you just wonder, like every time I pull up a ship here, I'm like, oh, I'll build this. This looks like fun, except the Xenon one's better. You know what I mean? So it's like, or except the Boron one is better. So I don't know. But these were probably going to be worth it, though. The Vanguards, the hairdryers are probably worth it because they're cheap, right? Yeah, it's 16 million. It is 10 million less. They're missing weapon components and shield components, though. Okay, so actually, you know what we need to do, guys? We need to be building weapon component and shield component stations. Like that's what we need. All right, so what would that actually entail? Let's do. Let's look up weapon components.
Awaiting orders.
So they're gonna need hull parts and plasma conductors for weapon components. And we are gonna need them. And we do make both of these. Do I own the thing for it, the blueprint for it? Let's just go here. Let's see here. Weapon components. I probably do, because we did a whole bunch of scanning. Oh, we're gonna have to do it. I don't want to pay for that stuff, so we're gonna need to do another lap with EMP bombs. Maybe that's what we'll do now. Okay, let's see. Do I have any EMP bombs? That's the next critical question. I have 7. Okay, so then let's find a weapon component factory. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we are right here. Start guidance.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Okay. Now, a weapon component factory is probably going to cost us like 30 or 40 million to actually build, though. Let's see here. Yeah, there need to be overhaul older models. Yes, don't nerf the Boron. I wouldn't want to see that. I still want the Boron to be just as awesome as they are right now, but I totally want to see other factions brought up to meet them for sure, especially the Argon. I mean, let's be real, the Argon are kind of like the ships, they look good. Some ships look pretty good, but they are kind of boring, like if we're being honest. And most of the time, they're the last ones that you would actually buy. So, like the Argon, I think actually need the real work. I think that Terran could use maybe a bump, but they do have some good guns. So Terran are pretty close, and they're still pretty awesome. And then, you know, Paranid are fast, obviously, but they could use a little bit of a bump up. But I think the Argon are the most desperate of all the factions by far. Maybe add some new ships to their lineup, or make their ships, if their ships aren't going to be as good, make their ships cheaper. You know what I mean? Like make it to where I can build twice as many Argon destroyers or something like that. I think all factions need a battleship. Yep, all factions need a battleship. Black Panther, you're definitely right there. I kind of wonder if it's possible in the game that battleships have ballistic weapons like real life ones. Like triple turret artillery. Yeah, that I'm not sure. I intend to make a small parts factory for all the components, shield, and it turns into the biggest station I've made so far this game. Yeah, especially if you're making all of them, all the turrets and all the shields and stuff like that, because a hull part station is a big station, you know what I mean? The quantum tubes though, like that's not that big of a deal, I don't think. Behemoth and Colossus is kind of stinky. Yeah, they need more guns. Yep, they either need more guns or they need to be cheaper. And yes, battleships. Yep. I mean, everybody just likes big ships and huge guns anyway, so it would be fun to actually be able to make multiple battleships, even if they're just mega expensive. I mean, the Terran keep making Asgards. That's why you can find them and board them. Alright, so we're gonna have, he's gonna fly out to this weapon components factory. Now we're gonna get that scanned, and then we're gonna also do a shield components factory. And then we're gonna do turret components as well. We're gonna start needing these anyway, because I mean, these are gonna be things that, if we're gonna be making our own stuff, this is what we're gonna need. So this is totally in line with what we're trying to do with this playthrough. More DACA is always better. Yes. Yep. I do like the philosophy that, like League of Legends has that same mentality. I think Path of Exile 2 has that mentality. Sometimes they steer from it, and they get like berated and they go back to it, to where everybody's overpowered. Make a ton of things that are overpowered, and that's just fun. You know what I mean? Because if you're overpowered, you feel pretty good, and then if everybody else, like if the Xenon are pouring out ships, that gives you a ton of things to blow up, and they're a bit overpowered, and it's just a lot more fun. So sometimes things are a little too measured, if that makes sense.
Autopilot disengaged.
Okay, so the production facility,
Weapon component
yeah, there you go.
factory.
It should be this, right?
Scan mode activated.
Yeah, this is the weapon component factory. Right? Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure this is the production module. It's gonna be the boring looking thing anyway, because these production modules are basically all the same. Yeah, everything else looks like it's Paranid. So yeah, it's gotta be this guy.
Engine stopped.
Okay, so we gotta find an open surface that doesn't have any, there we go.
Engine stopped.
That's a nice one.
Aurelia.
That's right, I forgot I had a pilot here that
Weapon component factory.
insists upon flying with a
Engine
skirt.
stopped. Primary weapon group 2
Alright, what was it?
selected.
Was it K?
Next missile
Yes,
type
K.
selected.
Alright, so let's get one of you guys out there. I don't think I'm gonna hit anything. Did it work? Oh, it did, but that surface is always weird. I should be able to get a couple of them, though.
Engine stopped. Engine stopped. Engine
Yeah,
stopped.
there are some flat surfaces where it always happens before. Alright, so commission, which I don't care about. Yeah, I might have to do a different surface, because they're so hard to see. Yeah, because sometimes they just float through. Okay, actually I can see one right there.
Engine
You can
stopped.
just see them popping up.
Engine stopped.
There we go. Weapon component production unlocked. Alright, so let's go find a shield
Alright, yeah.
component. Let's see here. Like the pirate said, where are they? Are gone. A-holes for the dad joke. Love the dad joke. Split understand this, they do. Yes, the everything should be overpowered. Split, which is for if they do introduce battleship, they also have to make the Xenon more aggressive. They actually did. They did up the aggression a little bit with the Xenon for sure. Yep. Yeah. It's really the headphones. The headphones are the worst thing when he gets in there.
Game saved.
Maybe I just need over-the-ear headphones that he can't, like, knock around.
Alright, yeah.
If they do introduce Battleship, they also have to make the Xenon more aggressive, or it turns into a late game for easy, or depending on how you played it. Yeah. Also, more turret and weapon variations would be nice. Okay, you've got to stop doing that, buddy. Variations would be good, yes. Large flak turrets. Now, the flak turrets used to be good, but, they do splash damage is the problem with the flak stuff at this point, and I am just totally paranoid that that would actually... Like, I'm totally paranoid that that would screw up my relations with every faction, you know what I mean, if I get anywhere near their stations. When doing MP, does that not give you negative? No. It can.
Engine stopped.
It's when you go to... I'll show you. You gotta make sure that you're not hitting any surface elements. Like, if I'm scanning here, you can see some stuff there. I should be able to find something pretty easily here. So, like, you're gonna see, like, turrets. Like, I think those are turrets. Yeah, there you go. So, like, you've got shield generators and turrets. So, if you hit a shield, if you hit a surface element, then it causes problems. Then you take a hit and they get angry. Also, I think you can hit the... I could be wrong about this, but it was always my impression that you could also hit civilian traffic. So if there's civilian traffic floating by and they get zapped, that can cause a hit as well. But especially these. So if I put the bomb right next to those two and I set it off, then they're gonna get pissed. So that's all it is. It's about placement.
Travel mode activated.
Also, too, if for some reason you hit something or you get some weird trigger, just teleport back to your ship really quick and just get out of there. Because it's kind of a temporary thing. Like, it won't, like, permanently do anything. You know what I mean? It'll just piss them off. As long as you don't fight them and you just get out of there, then it's okay.
Travel mode deactivated.
But watching the live stream... VODs only at day 6. This is like being in the future. Yes, it is. You have teleported into the future for sure. I mean, imagine a battleship with the classic battleship turrets, like the real ones, and an X4 ripping apart another capital in like 10 to... Now, I would say the Earl King comes close to that because it's mostly a turret ship and it has its own specialized turrets. Reboard your ship before you detonate the EMP. You take no faction hit. See, like, just then, I didn't board the ship anyway.
Travel mode activated.
But I mean, even if you reboard, your ship, and then you set the bomb off, you'll still take a hit if you hit like a turret or a shield, though, right? Oh, we were gonna do. Okay, where's my next station? All right, we were gonna do, so that was weapon components. All right, so let's get rid of that. And then let's find a, nope, these are trading stations, don't care about that. We need shield components and turret. Here we go, shield component factory. That's one right here, yep. No, that's build storage for it. Okay, nope, we don't want that. Okay, so the NPCs do see their desperate need for it and are finally building stuff. That's good. There's advanced electronics. All right, but we need a shield component factory. There's got to be. I know there's some around. Not you. Here we go. Shield component right there. Yep, shield component factory. Okay, good.
Autopilot.
All right, let's have him fly out there. You didn't have any security vessels nearby. Oh, got it. Okay. So kind Brit here. Just hit my semi-centenary and have a liver full of Mexico's finest. Nice. Peace and joy to y'all. But I'm off to explore some of Cali's finest herbal exports. Thanks here. No worries, dude. No worries. Enjoy. California's gorgeous. Trust me. I live here. It's friggin' paradise. Have fun. And no faction hit because you're on your ship. They have no idea who did it. Okay. Then yeah, then there you go. That's the solution.
Entering system. Fully vision.
I have a DS export. Thank you. Appreciate that. The best thing in California, honestly, is the weather, but you can't export that, so.
With the right materials, you can mod a ship's engine.
Oh, okay, so he finished that research. Okay, good. Alright, so what do I want him researching? Go ahead and do embassy. I can't do any of these because these are quests. Like, I have to do something. Pretty sure I have to do something with all of these, and then I can research there. But go ahead and do...
Second contact.
Although that's a lot of stuff. Nah, it's fine.
If you could, please gather the required
It's fine. It's 4 million. 4 million's not a big deal. I'm not gonna help him though. I'm just gonna have him go do all of that on his own. Although it's not that big of a deal. Advanced electronics, food, medicine, microchips, smart chips. I think I make a bunch of these, so it should be fine. Alright, so he's flying out.
These materials for equipment
They kinda do. They do.
easy to come by.
That is a thing that happens. Now, luckily, I used to live in the middle of one of those zones, so that came up a lot. Like, there was one day, I was driving to work, and it was like, I was on the highway, and there was a big hill next to me, and the whole hill, the entire hill was on fire. It was like you were driving through literal hell. It was pretty crazy. So it's like, now I'm kind of on the other side of a bunch of that, more towards the coast, and we don't get hit a lot where I'm at here. So the only thing that happens to me now is sometimes, what are we doing? Somebody's talking to me, wait, nobody's like,
Travel mode deactivated.
all right, where are you at? What are you doing?
Forager.
That's right, get out of here.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Oh yeah, he was talking about the bonifications. Yeah, so like the only thing now that happens is if there's a really, really big one, we'll catch the smoke, but it's got to be like a huge one for me to get the effect. So luckily, I'm kind of a little ways away from that. But yeah, no, that's totally a thing. Let's see here. Does the wire file count as weather? I put my utmost effort into it. Peace and joy. Yeah, man. Yeah, Karma. Have fun, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. The tornadoes. I was visiting my sister in Nashville, and we got a tornado warning one night, and had to get like in the correct place. You know what I mean, within the house. So I ran into that a couple months ago. Believe it or not.
Thanks for your help.
Depends on how close you are to one. Yeah, as far as the fires, yeah. Let's see here. Missile turrets are still kind of bad. Those rockets are slow. Yeah, I like that they've got...
Disengage.
I like that missile turrets are an option,
Travel mode
but I don't wish... I wish that wasn't compulsory, you know what I mean? I kind of... Oh, damn it. See, this is what happens when you get distracted. Alright, let me kill these guys, because I'm getting attacked at the same time. I wish it was still an option though. Like you could turn that that missile spot just into another turret. So I'm not sure why they did that. I do think they could use a rework though for the missiles. I think maybe it would help if you increase missile capacity on on all the ships, and make the missiles like dirt cheap. Like make it really, really, really cheap to buy a ton of missiles, and then it might actually be like really fun. I do think too that having just one missile turret on most of these ships, that doesn't do anything. I kind of would wish that you had like a missile boat, like really cheap missiles, and then a dedicated missile boat.
Shield component factory.
Okay, so we gotta figure out which one's the production module here. That's not it, that's a storage. Those look like habitation modules. Maybe this puppy here? That might be... No, that's a dock. What am I thinking? Alright, let me get a bigger view here. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's definitely that thing right there.
Scan mode activated.
Okay, so let's find...
Requesting immediate backup.
Let's find a nice place. Alright, we'll do it in the underbelly. And we'll
Engine
try
stopped.
out, and we'll jump back into the ship before we detonate it.
Sir?
Morea.
Let's see here. L-size missile turrets are still kind of bad. These rockets are slow, yeah. Are they thinking about bringing in dedicated missile destroyer from X3? Are they thinking about doing that? I don't know. 180 meters per second. Oh, yeah. Well, as far as missiles, yeah. Before his shield is down, especially if I'm sitting in a behemoth, yeah. Yeah, I think for behemoths, it's all about range. Like, for large ships, you just need to outrange people. That's like the... I still haven't seen anything
Engine
that's
stopped.
better than just outranging everybody.
Engine stopped.
Okay, so let's go back
Primary weapon
to...
group 2 selected.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so let's get to... Wait, am I crazy here?
Engine stopped.
Alright, you can tell I have to, like...
Primary weapon group 2
Yeah, that's what I
selected.
wanted to do. I was thinking, like, did I push the right button? You can tell I'm getting tired. Alright, so let's see here. So let's get this there. Alright, so we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna get back onto our ship.
Docking granted. Engine stopped.
Oh. And then we'll do R. Did that work? Or do I have to get into the chair? Yeah, that didn't work. Let me get back. Let me get in the chair. And then target the bomb and right click to detonate. Got it.
Spacesuit EMP. Steering mode deactivated.
Yep, that worked. All right. Good call.
Morea.
So if you're ever in a spot where there's any doubt, that's the trick. Thank you very much, sir. And that was a much better surface. Like I can see all four of them.
Engine stopped.
All right, and one of these four should, it's pretty much guaranteed. I should always get the blueprint.
Engine stopped.
Okay. I successfully decrypted it, but it didn't give me anything. All right, where are the other two? There's one. There they are right there.
Engine stopped. Shield component factory. Engine stopped.
There we go. There's our blueprint. Got that.
Engine stopped. Engine stopped.
Oops. Well, there's a screenshot. Trade subscription. That's nice. That's one thing. I don't utilize stuff like that enough. Like the trade subscriptions and stuff. Like, I mean, I guess, there's a million playthroughs you could do. But I mean, if you did like a strictly trading playthrough, like this would be one of the best ways to do it. That, or you'd be hacking consoles just to get discounts at certain stations so you can increase profitability, stuff like that.
Engine stopped.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna do one more thing here.
Back up.
Let's find a turret component factory. There's gotta be one. Like, how are the Argonne making ships if they don't have any turret components? It can't all be just trading posts. Nope, that's trading post, trading post. There we go. Turret component factory. There we go. Okay, so let's get to here.
Autopilot engaged.
All right, so we're gonna have him fly out. All right, so I'm gonna go get this. I'm gonna go get this blueprint. We're gonna go get this blueprint really quick, and then I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna end up, after I get this, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Probably about 2 hours. I think about 5 or 5:30. I'm gonna start again. I'm gonna keep things with the second half of the stream each day. I'm gonna keep it a little loose. You know what I mean? That way I have time to eat and stuff like that. And I think what we'll do is once I get back, then we're gonna do a, we're gonna start a new. Let me help him so he doesn't take all day. We're gonna start on a new save or a new run through of Warframe. And then we're gonna come back to X4 tomorrow. So the morning stream is gonna be X4, and then the evening stream is gonna be
Travel mode activated.
Warframe. Okay, so we got you there. All right, so let's jump on the highway here.
Argon Prime.
Yeah, then I'll have time then to get these guys squared away too. Let's see here. All right, let me catch up here. I think I'm a little bit behind on you guys. Yeah, I think the gunboats should have missiles, torpedo variant, which would make them actually interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think like you have these Sentinel and like these Sentinel and Vanguard variants. Like instead of just having it be a couple of crew and maybe hit a couple extra hull points, have them be missile platforms. You know what I mean? Like go in on that, and like it'd be a totally different gun system, and then make it like fun and easy to use, and then it'd be totally awesome that way. That way all the ships would feel totally different. It would be really cool. Now it might be a performance thing too, like maybe having that many missiles around would tank the system, you know what I mean? And that could be one of the reasons why they didn't want to do it. Like, I don't know, I'm guessing, I don't know that for sure. I mean, Odysseus could work because main battery is 12k, missiles are 15, yeah. It's a big slug, but you never take the faction hit, even if the security ship is hitting. Yeah, you're talking about me getting in there, yep. I love the passive money I get from trading. Build like 10 million traders, each one has 6 or so trades to complete, and I build things up. That's a good way to do it. I always use the auto miners, but you could totally do it with auto traders if you set it up right. More difficult to set up though. Auto mining would be fire and forget, but auto traders sometimes, like it'll be like, oh, I'm doing field coils, but then, you know, an hour or two later, the field coils are flooded and you can't make any money off of it, so you're gonna have to like change and make some make adjustments.
Autopilot engaged.
So that'd be the only thing. So it's more work, but I guess they probably could make more money than the mining ships if you do it right. In the process of moving those medium traders to new stations and building large ones to do the same thing. I should try that more. I don't do enough of it.
Entering system. Memory of profit.
Okay, there's our station.
Autopilot disengaged. Travel mode activated.
Alright, so let's go grab this blueprint really quick.
Travel mode deactivated.
Now let's find the. That should be your production module. Should be.
Turret component factory.
I think this guy. Yeah, that should be it right there.
Scan mode activated.
I sometimes forget. I don't remember what all these things look like. I don't think it's these. It's not these disc looking. Well, let me see. That's not it. That's not it. That looks too. That's too Talati specific. That's got to be this thing.
Engine stopped.
Okay, let's find a nice place to do this.
Morea.
And we'll do the trick again.
Scan mode activated. Turret component factory.
Fire this puppy out.
Morea.
Now, as far as this trick goes, if you didn't have teleport, it'd be too much. You know what I mean? But if you have teleport, this isn't so bad. But I think
Spacesuit EMP.
if I didn't have teleport, I'd be like, no, I'll just find a good place to do it. Because then you'd be like hovering back and forth, and that'd be too much.
Morea. Scan mode activated. Steering mode activated.
Okay, so I see 2 of them. I don't see. There's definitely 4, but I don't see where the other 2 are.
Engine stopped.
We might have to just follow the signal.
Engine stopped.
Fine.
Engine stopped.
And there we go. Oh no, this is just storage. Oh, okay. So it probably was the
Engine
thing on the
stopped.
top, wasn't it?
Engine stopped.
Yep, that was just...
Morea.
Well, then let's head up. I thought for sure it was that.
Engine stopped.
Although that doesn't look like a... That actually does look like a production, some kind of a production module. But doesn't it look very Talati?
Turret component factory.
Alright, let's try it.
Engine stopped.
Now, hopefully this isn't just a Talati specific version.
Docking granted. Docking aborted. Morea.
Right. The turret one looks similar. But wouldn't these be... Like, this looks like a production facility. That looks like a habitat. At least as far as I can tell.
Primary weapon group 2 selected.
We'll find out.
Engine stopped.
I've got plenty of resources to make these things anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Morea.
Now, I mean, and I don't know the answer to this, like the Talati don't have a specific one for this, do they?
Spacesuit EMP.
Trigger it. And then we're gonna get a little closer.
Steering mode activated. Engine stopped.
Yeah.
Morea. Scan mode activated.
It's a commission.
Engine stopped.
Let's see here. Turret component production. Now, it's not a Talati one. That should be just a
Engine
regular
stopped.
one. Yeah, because it's not
yeah.
unique to, not everything's unique to Talati. I'm pretty sure. being tripped when I do that. Okay.
Engine stop.
Let's check it really, really fast. Actually, let's just go here. Plan build. Yeah, it'll tell me if it's specific. Like, that's the Teladi hull part. So now we're looking for turrets, which will be, I think, a little further down. Drone components, missile components, shield components. Yeah, so it's just regular. So that's just a regular turret control. So it's not like the hull parts or anything. So that's good. And that's a weapon component. Okay, cool. Now this medical supply production is a Paranid one. Did I get what I needed though? Yeah, turret, weapon, and shield, and we got... I have no idea where I got this from. I must have accidentally got this one at some point. Maybe I did that one. Maybe that's the one I just did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's drone component. We're good anyway. So I have a Paranid medical supply, although I don't know when we'll actually use that one. All right, cool. So that, I think what I'm going to do at this point, let me catch up on chat here. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break, probably be about 2 hours. Remember the Teladi is different. Be in scan mode. Hey man, I appreciate your YouTube videos. They're a ton of help. Yeah, Rick, no worries, man. I'm glad they helped. Absolutely. Welcome to the stream. I am going to, at this point though, we're about 4 hours. Yeah, about 4 hours in. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to be back, like right now it's about 3:15. I'm going to come back around 5. And at 5 o'clock, we're going to go ahead and do some Warframe. So we're going to start our new account on Warframe. Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., just like it was today, I'll be back and we'll be doing X4 for sure. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Like I said, I'm going to get a little bit of a break and then I'll be back just a little bit later tonight. But until I come back, peace, guys. We'll see you later.